hanging from a thread till you dead. Cause your partner put a price on your head. Cause your chick was laying up in his bed. She getting details, spilling every word that you said. She working retail, thirsty bitch just trying to get ahead. If history tell us anything, y'all both end up dead. It's just a street tale, a fable, some shit someone said. Sit at the table and hope there's more to offer than bread. Pulled out the cradle, first steps you getting chased by a fed. No head starts, just body parts and lead sparks. Old religion, brand new hate and weak hearts. Oligarchs, krakens, dragons, you see sharks. Imagine you could manage to maneuver the deep part. You a savage, you can have it, just show all your teeth sharp. If you could grab it, you could stab it, just aim for the bleeding heart. The ones that show compassion, the soldier that seeks art. Does the artist that wage war take over or take part? Taking a knee, thinking no one faithful is me. I'm good people in bad lands, no evil live within me. I mind mine, I'll survive, find this lands for the free. If I'm mistaken, I'm forsaken, no one rescuing me. Residual effects, straight bullets through familiar necks. For any number of infractions that I deem disrespect. Your beliefs, you deserve better, but we both in the shit. You just haven't come to grips with it yet. Fight or flight, and they ain't really nowhere to go. If your back is against the wall and you ain't throwing no blows, you gon' crumble in the rubble, become blood in the snow. If you a victim, they collect them, grab the body and go. Dig them and ditch them, total disregard for the soul. Gas them and lit them, watch the flesh burn in the glow. Where we live and catch a shiver, this a hell you don't know. Your best hope is that your dying ain't slow, or your dying's a show. Where we at, it's every man for his own. A bloody backdrop, where killers just zone and slice flesh to the bone. Masked and gloved up front of your home. A flash of gun, but the side of your dome. Fresh blood from a stone, dents in your sense. Kick your fucking ball through the fence, dare you to say something. No sense in sitting around in suspense. Find out what's next, open your fucking mouth, disrespect. See the extent of how my life is intense. She beautiful and oppressed in a permanent summer dress. She a servant and still she blessed. Children cradled against her breast, whispering prayers, wishing their souls the best, knowing that they forgotten, not forgetting they're blessed. The bloodiest red lights, just piles of dead life. Something must be broken, the glyphs wasn't read right. You think them Bible papers will shed light? Yeah, right. Burn after reading, tell the preacher I'm leaving. What is poppin', people? Welcome back to Shy Ill Reacts. I am your host, Shy Ill, and we are back in the building. Salute to y'all for hanging out with me on this lovely Tuesday afternoon. Hopefully everybody, or morning for some. Hopefully everybody's out there getting that money. Get that money.
Millions.
All right, hope everybody's out there getting that money. We in the building today. Salutes to y'all. I appreciate y'all coming to hang out with me for our noon stream. Let's get it. All right, shout out Shannon. Shout out Eddie Jimenez for being first. I can't put it up there because it's underneath what I pinned to the top. Shout out Shannon, Ricky Bobby, Darkly Noon. All right, salutes to Pooh, Popeye the Stoner. Again, salute Shannon, my brother Oso, ECA 22, Zoraida. Salutes. All right, what is popping, y'all? All right, I had to take Monday off. There's just too many things to do. All right, shout out JP. I am not gang. I do not gang bang. Don't play me like a pussy. I will pull up and bang bang. All right, shout out JP. Salutes. Salutes 323G on the check-in. I appreciate you all. I needed to take Monday off. There was mad shit to do. There was improvements that I've made in my setup and in my system that had to be done, and little things had to be done. I created new subscriber assets for the beginning of videos and the end of videos. You know, that part that goes poof, choo, poof, and it says subscribe. I fixed all that shit, made that better for every channel. So I just needed more time yesterday. I had a lot of shit going on to get done. All right, I had a meeting with my agent. Just it was just too much shit to do on a Monday. I appreciate everybody that hung out for my birthday celebration on Friday night. Epic night, epic time, great time. I don't even remember how it ended, bro. Really. I think at the end, oh no, YouTube ended it for us. At the end, it was me and JP and this motherfucker. YouTube kept clapping us, so. All right, so I appreciate everybody that showed up, everybody that donated, everybody that played a song, everybody that wished me happy birthday. Salutes to y'all. Salutes to my wrenches. Salutes to my members. I appreciate you all. Thank you guys for hanging out. We're going to get into it today. Today I want to talk about a couple of things. I want to talk about the plane of criminals that they sent to El Salvador. I want to talk about that. And then I want to talk about the Miko Trevino La Barbie conversation. Haven't read it yet. Nathaniel Adventures said free La Barbie. Why, Nathaniel? He's your favorite?
No, mommy's wait.
Salutes to you, Nathaniel. I fuck with you, but why you want to free La Barbie? He's your favorite? You got a poster of La Barbie on your wall? All right, shout out Zoraida. Salutes. Free La Barbie. Come on, man. Free grocery store plastic bags, right? That's better. That's way better, right? Paying 5 cents or 7 cents a bag. That's just unconstitutional, right? Yeah, so I want to talk about those two things, and who knows, maybe we'll dive into something else. Again, I have a premiere at 2:30, so we're going to be out of here before then. We have a premiere at 2:30. For those that did not catch when I did the live, it is the edited version of the story of Armani Sibley, a young 5-year-old lady who was unalived, and it was her father's fault, if you ask me. All right? We're going to talk about it. Shai, had that bar been open how I wanted and we didn't get clapped, who knows what time the live would have ended. I know what time it would have ended. 30 minutes before the fucking, 30 minutes before, 30 minutes after we started, that's when it would have ended. You know what I mean? That's when it would have ended. It wouldn't have been no 9-hour stream. None of that. If I'd have opened it the way you wanted it open, that's not going to happen. I don't know how many times that's going to happen in the future, it being opened the way you want it opened. That shit is just not humanly possible. You expect too much from me. You expect more from me. I'm only human. La Barbie helped me out with food. Salute Nathaniel's Adventures. La Barbie helped you out with food. Well, you were a lucky one. You could have been food. So salutes. Right? 18 concurrent viewers, 11 likes. Hit the like button if you're up in here. If you're up in here, evidently you're entertained and you enjoy being here and you come back here often. So please, make sure you, show your boy some love. And hit that like button, all right? Salutes to Nathaniel's Adventures. Salutes to Popeye the Stoner, Ricky Bobby. I appreciate you guys. Zoraida, JP. Yeah, JP, that shit would have lasted half an hour. You wildin'. Yo, that live was crazy. Happy to have been a part of that.
I fell asleep and woke up to y'all. It'd be like that sometimes. If it was, yeah, it'd be like that sometimes. If it was the way JP wanted this shit, 30 minutes in, or I would have had to make the stream last 46 hours because I had to drink all those drinks. There was no way. Those deported to El Salvador were Venezuelan alleged gang members of Tendaragua. That's what they're saying. That's what they're saying. All right, we're going to talk about it. Again, hundreds up in the chat. When I'm done here today, I'm going to be working on some more improvements, some more sound effects, and just trying to streamline the system and, make things better. All right, salutes. I need some WD-40. Oso, you hear that shit? Oso's the handyman around these parts. Oso, you hear this shit? All right, now I poured some Hennessy on it. That shit didn't work, so I think we're going to need some WD-40 for this shit. Where's Jay at? I don't know, bro. Go find him. You know what I'm saying? Nathan, do you not like being here when Jay's not here? He's not here all the time. It's not an everyday thing. All right? He'll be here when he be here. Happy Tuesday, salutes. All right, new chair. This chair ain't even a year old, I don't think. That motherfucker. It's out there bad, but we do what we can. We do what we can with what we got around here. Fact, that motherfucker need some WD-40. That shit sound crazy, bitching. This chair's bitching and complaining. No mama's weak.
No mommy's weak.
Right? Salutes to y'all. All right, let's. Jay's a real one. Salutes to Jay. Indeed, he is. Indeed, he is. All right, but everybody got lives and shit to do, you know what I mean? All right. You know what blows me? I don't know. I guess they do it. I guess they do it to scare people. What blows me is the videos and the pictures and how they need 7. You know the overtime that it takes to bring a criminal from a highly wanted criminal like like a Chapo or Mayo. They want to do the whole photo op with all the guys with their SWAT gear on and this and that. Boy, it's an expensive night every time they do that shit. Well, overtime for everybody. You get overtime. You get time and a half. You get time and a half. Everybody getting it. All right. MS-13 are next. Whether you are born in the states belonging to those organizations or having any ties, label you as a terrorist. That's the crazy part. The ties part is what's crazy, bro, because if my primo's a fuck up, you can't come grab me and throw me in no fucking El Salvadorian prison. That's just some bullshit. All right? That's the part that scares me. That's the only part that scares me. Listen, if you're going to send chomos, unalivers, grapists, if you're going to send them all to this prison, cool. But all this, they got ties? Well, what do you consider a tie, motherfucker? Yeah, we share a grandmother. That's as tie as it get. All right? Humble guy like bro. Salutes. I just don't know that my guy, I don't know that my guy physically manipulated anybody. So we'll see. But we're going to talk about it. I've talked about Barbie before. I clowned him for being thirsty after they caught him. Because I'm sure he's orchard people and kept them from water. So what the fuck you thirsty about? You know what I mean? But that's just me. Who am I? If you have yet to sub up, please do. We on our way to 10K and then on our way to 100K. We are, 275 away. We at 97.23% of our goal. We trying to get there. I got a question. What's the Mexican mafia gonna do when the real Mexican mafia shows up in the penitentiary? That's the thing, though. Are they going to our penitentiaries, the real Mexican mafia, or are they going to fucking El Salvador on these autobus planes that they dragging these motherfuckers over there in? I don't know, but that's the thing too, right? If they start extraditing people over here, And now, they in the same joint together. Who's who? What's what? I don't know, man. That's politics. Shout out Eileen Vanessa on the check-in. Hello. See, that's what I like about doing day streams. You got people you don't usually see on the night streams. They might be just listening to a little something at work while they getting that money. All right. So hopefully Eileen Vanesa's getting that money. All right. But salutes to the chat. Lo cagó el gallo, lo cagó el gallo.
Vive tranquila con la penetration. El gallo. Cállate, hijo de puta.
Cállate, hijo de puta. All right, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see what prisons they going to. Somebody gonna have to deal with their ass. There was discussions about written versus verbal orders. I saw that. Something about turning the plane around. Listen, I don't know what's happening. All I know is there's a lot of sneaky shit happening. All right, because also, we did a whole video on those extradited prisoners, the 29 that came from Mexico, and we were under the impression that there was a deal made and they can't be terminated, right? But remember, they're all using a different word for what happened. They were expelled. They were expatriated. They were extradited. All these different words, and all of those words are so that they could skirt around rules and regulations and constitutions and all of that shit. All the shit that the homie Fernando's worried about. You know what I mean? That's where we at. All right, Eileen said, no work today. Salutes. All right. Thank you. I'm home getting out the shower. Salutes to you. No work today. All right. Good. Then let somebody else do the job today. Jonathan, I need more coffee. Me too. So who knows? Who knows what's happening with all of these, like Shannon said, written versus verbal orders. It's sounding a lot. It's sounding real bullshitish if you ask me, but we're going to see. All right, first I'm going to read this article, then we're going to watch some videos. Let's get into it. Hundreds up in the chat for y'all. Hope everybody's having a great day. Get that money. All right, get that money. Matter of fact, let's throw some bags of cash in the chat. All right, throw the money bags up, man. Let's wish wealth upon each other, man. Let's wish wealth upon each other. Bow, 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 bow. Boom. That's all good people in my chat. I know these people. I could trust y'all with some money. Y'all make some money. Y'all ain't gonna, open a crematorium or some kind of training facility for tourists. The U.S. Mexican Mafia are claimers the real Mexican Mafia is being extradited. I don't put all that together for some reason. It's only the third time the exception has been used in 1849 order. The Alien some shit act in 18th century fucking law or something. I don't know. We're gonna get into it. Salute Shannon. I don't know what's happening. All right, let's get it. Your boy might start snacking on some Pringles barbecue chips around this motherfucker. All right, but hope everybody else who's not off today like Eileen is getting that money.
Millions.
Trump is using some law from the 1700s to get over judicial orders against extradition. Bruh, he sent his boy Elon in there and said, find the loopholes. He went in there and found them holes, boy. That's what he did. All right, let's get it. Hundreds of Tren de Aragua gang members removed from U.S. to El Salvador using Alien Enemies Act, all right? This sounds like some Independence Day shit going on right here, you know what I mean? We on topic right now, Nathan. One of the first actions taken following the foundation of the U.S. State Department designating several cartels and criminal organizations as foreign terrorists was announced in an executive action by U.S. President Donald Trump. Let me reread that in code. All right, and it's funny when I get comments from dum-dums. Rugs? Why you keep saying rugs? You're so stupid. It's like, come on, man. Are you fucking dumb? But it is what it is. One of the first actions taken following the foundation of the U.S. State Department designating several cartels as criminal organizations as foreign tourists was announced in an executive action by U.S. President Trompito yesterday. Trompito invoked the Alien Enemies Act of 1798, right? Saturday to target the designated foreign terrorist organization Tren de Aragua. just hours after a federal judge in Washington, D.C. ruled the law could not be used to deport 5 Venezuelans. So 5 out of what? 5 out of the 238? You know? Soon after the EO was issued, a federal judge blocked any deportations in order to review the application of the law related to the recently FTO designated gang. Because that judge is like, wait a minute, this law is from 1798. What does that have to do with today? Guess what, Mr. Lawman? How about this? How about you do this? How about you go through all of those old ass laws, huh? And you figure those out. How about that? How about you do that now so that we're not surprised and nobody has to, worry about it while they're already on the airplane if the president used some law that's out of date that doesn't, serve us. Now, there's lots of those. There's a lot of those laws. Well, maybe y'all need to go in there and rehash that shit and figure that shit out. Soon after the EO was issued, a federal judge blocked any deportations in order to review the application of the law related to the recently FTO designated ganga. However, nearly 250 alleged TDA members landed in El Salvador as part of the first removals. It is not known and is being determined right now if the planes had been sent prior to the blocked court order. Listen, he's not even listening to judges, right? Hit the like button if you have yet to do so. He's not even listening to judges. He's just saying, what judge said no? Fuck him. Let's go. Just get that fucking plane in the sky. Don't worry about it. Let me see. Hold on. I'll get to you. Boom. So what if the court blocked it and then Trumpito was like, on, just hit the gas, don't worry, keep it moving. Right? They'll call me in the morning and I'll figure them out. If they don't like it, they can go home. Update: the federal judge who imposed the block on the deportations questioned a DOJ lawyer over why the 2 planes did not turn around when he ordered the administration to do so in court. Trumpito gonna get some people locked up that didn't need to get locked up. DOJ officials claim the first order was verbal in court and not a written order, which was done an hour later after the planes were well on their way. They had an hour's window to be like, just put him on the plane and get him out of here. They had an hour window to do it, and they did it. They doing sneaky shit to each other. There's a Cold War happening in Washington. Please believe it. Between 2 factions that do the same shit. Fuck us. That's it. That's what's happening. That's all that's going on. That's what's going on. So they had an hour. DOJ says, well, it was a verbal court order, but not a written order. The written order didn't come to an hour later, and by the time that written order came, we was gone. Damn, cojones, boy. Cojones. The system don't mean nothing. We breaking the system now. They breaking the rules. You break the rules, they send you to El Salvador. Fuck around and find out, right? No mommy's way. Flight-aware data that showed 2 planes carrying the deportees were still in the air by the time of the judge's written order at 7:26. A 3rd plane took off at 7:37 after the written order was released. Hurry up, he's done writing. He's done writing. We got to get him out of here. Look at this guy, Nathan. Come on, Nathan. You slowly, your grasp on is slipping. F the judge. Let the Don be the Don. Bien mama bicho. The Don lets them know who the fuck the king is. The Don is a dick sucker just like them. Right? Fuck the Don. What do you think? Yeah, we're not doing that. Shy, Ish ain't right. They sending the Venezuelans to El Salvador, but they thinking of sending the U.S. citizens to Guantanamo Bay. I mean, they've been sending U.S. citizens to Guantanamo Bay since what, 2001? Yeah.
Mono con los ojos tapados.
Where criminals can be extradited without due process. Facts. I don't care what color criminals are, but I only see colored people being sent down there. I haven't watched it yet, so we're going to watch it together. It was over international waters. Yo, he pulling out all the. Just make sure we're over international waters, so it doesn't count anymore. Hit the like button. All right. There's a lot of those laws and a lot of things El Trompito is doing. No, his boy Elon went through the fucking. He said, "Oh, we got this old one right here from 1492." That one judge that opposed Trump. Elon then released the guy's personal info on the judge's daughter's home. See, that's cunt shit. That's cunt shit. Somebody should release where Elon's kids go to school then. You know? Y'all, they're playing fucking funny ass espionage games up there. And here's the thing, they're all too dumb. They're not even as good as the espionage spy motherfuckers in movies. They're so dumb. But here's the thing, most of the American people are dumber. Because most of the American people fall for everybody's bullshit. Democrat and Republican. No mames.
No mommy's wake.
Just like when the conservative Supreme Court judges that ruled against Trump, conservatives call them sellouts. Now they're ruling on law, not on party lines. If I'm late to work, there's consequences. Sheesh. It happens. It had no consequences for this plane, though. The plane was early. They're on their way. They're gone. All right? Make sure they're in the air by the time he's done typing. Biggest salutes to Borregazo. Salutes to you. F. Trump, hope you're enjoying all the coffee. How about Trump uses the law from the Hidalgo Treaty and order the return of land to those Mexican families that stay on the southwest part of the country? Document was signed by President, I don't know what the fuck folks. But, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Why not? We're going to change the name of New Mexico back to Mexico. All right, yeah. Oh, I hit the wrong one. Why you hate on Don, bro? I hate on them both. Why you swallow him so much? Huh? Why I hate on Don? Because I feel like it. Because this is a free country, right? Where I could tell Don to eat a dick, I could tell Biden to eat a dick, and I could tell Nathaniel how I feel, and if I feel like putting him in the bathroom, I put him in the fucking bathroom. That's why I hate on Don. The king. The king of what? These nuts? Not these nuts. Fuck out of here. He doesn't know where his kids live. He just gets them pregnant and sends them a check. And he bypassed the check. Got to go to Mars first. Oh, President James Polk. Polk? Hey, Mike Lopez, you know better about the presidents than me. I have no clue. But let's give him the West Coast back. Let's just rename the West Coast fucking Mexico all over again. All right, hit the like button, y'all. Just keep the doxing out of it. They out of pocket. They acting like little kids. They're acting like trolls, really. Trolls are trying to take over the world. Well, trolls been running the world, but I'm saying in general, like even regular internet trolls. You are correct. We are dumb and bored as fuck. Any new bugs, we are first to get sprung out. There you go, America. So miss me with your stupid questions about why I'm hating on the Don. Fuck the Don. The Don is no special. He's not special to me, dog. Y'all be like, oh my God, he's so great. He's so genius. He's a mamabicho as far as I'm concerned. So is the other one, the sleepy one and his crackhead son. All mamabichos, huelebichos, all of that shit. You know? Put them on a 5-cent bag. Can we make 5-cent plastic bags free again, please? And biodegradable. Hit the like button. Y'all greedy as fuck today, boy. All right? Y'all here. If you hear more than 5 minutes, I've entertained you. Hit the like button. The deportation of hundreds of alleged Venezuelan members since... the deportation of hundreds of alleged Venezuelan gang members has since turned into 126 being TDA members and 21 MS-13 and leaders. The remaining 101 Venezuelans being deported for immigration violations. Now they're deported, but do the ones that are only getting popped for immigration violations have to go to a super prison too? I think I'm gonna stop this until we get past 16 likes, because I feel like it's out of pocket. Like I feel like I should just stop talking until we at least get past 16, because I feel like it's disrespectful. The big boys can play, but leave families out of it. Nah, them boys can't play. They weak. They impulse. Bro, his supporters get more hurt when you trash him than when you trash their mothers. At the end of the day, when it's all said and done, God wins. So all of this politics, criminals not having common sense, we better get it together. Politics is criminal. Thank you guys for hitting them like buttons. Politics is criminal. They're on the same shit that everybody else is on. They're stealing. They're all of that shit. Mind you, everybody voted for who they voted for. What I don't like is that everybody is worshiping, okay? And not questioning. Worshiping the Democratic side. Worshiping Trumpito. Oh, Trumpito, he's so perfect. Come on, he's a mama huevo like the rest of them, man. He's a mama huevo like the rest of them, and he's treating you like shit. You just don't know it because you picked him, and you don't want to have picked the guy that's fucking you over, but you don't got a choice. If you're going to pick, you're going to pick somebody that's fucking you over. That's the bottom line because Shah Il says so. I love free speech and how we can have our own views. I have a lot of folks who feel like you. It's all good. That's what I'm on over here. Like, I ain't put you in the fucking bathroom, but I'm gonna be like, whenever somebody comes in, he'll be like, Papi Trump. I'm gonna be like, get off his nuts. He's not that special. You know, you voted for him, cool, fine. You voted for him, but to walk around all day trying to validate your vote for him by believing that everything he's doing is on the up and up, no, mames, it makes you guys look like criminals too. Sorry, hit the like button. Be mad at me. I love you, but I expect better. Salutes. All right, let's get it. Some of those deported may have been charged with crimes, but not necessarily convicted, and some are believed to have had no gang affiliations whatsoever. Just immigration issues. See, if you got immigration issues, you shouldn't be going to a super prison. Period. You know what I mean? Shouldn't. Some of those deported may have been charged with crimes, but not necessarily convicted, and some are believed to have had no gang affiliations whatsoever. Just immigrant issues. See?
You never play me, nice try. Ballin' in a nice spot. No more Mr. Nice Guy. Hello, Mr. Nice Watch.
Jonathan Pantuia sent $5 salutes Chi Il my dude, Il Cartel members, and chat. I hope you have a blessed and grateful Tuesday. Please like and subscribe to the great quality content, it's free. Fuck Donald Trump, anyone on racist shit, and the weak weirdo trolls.
Shout out to JP for the $5 power chat. Salute Shah Il my dude, Il Cartel members, and chat. I hope you have a blessed and grateful Tuesday. Please like and subscribe to the great quality content. It's free. Fuck Donald Trump, anyone on racist shit, and the weak weirdo trolls. Facts. And that's the thing. I'm not mad if you voted and who you voted for. Just don't spend every day of your life being blind to validate and convince yourself you made the right decision. Does that make sense? That's it. Call a spade a spade. I call it down the middle. If I see the truth, I see the truth. If I see the bullshit, I see the bullshit, and it's bullshit. The shit that they did to that Ukrainian president in there, and everybody came in here all proud. Oh, man, Trump told them get the fuck out. They look like a bunch of bitches. All of them, they look like a bunch of bitches in there. Bully, why don't you wear a suit? Shut the fuck up. Y'all look stupid. And if the American people have stooped to the level of celebrating that shit, well then, it is what it is, man. I didn't want Harris to treat me the way they did for the last 4 years. Guess what? And then, well, at the end of this 4 years, we'll see how you was treated. But don't lie about the way you was treated. Not to yourself. Not to yourself. That's all I'm asking people. Don't wait around to that. Listen, see, Amy, you done fucked it up. See, Amy had nothing to say until I mentioned the word Ukraine. Look, I don't care what anyone says. First problem with you motherfuckers. Okay? That's the first problem. Not with just you, motherfucker. All you motherfuckers. That line, I don't care what anyone says. That's the problem. That's the problem. Y'all all start with that. You know why? Because you don't want pushback. You want to be able to say what you want to say without anybody saying anything. So you say, I don't care what anybody says. And then you say that. No, mom is. You've already fucked it up. You know what I mean? You've already fucked it up. right? Secondly, I wasn't talking about the politics of it. I wasn't talking about whether they send money to Ukraine or they sponsor war. Everybody fucking sponsors and funds war. Every time you buy something, you sponsor and fund war. So don't be disingenuous, okay? That's number one. And I'm letting you have it, Amy, because you never popped up in here until now. And the moment that I mentioned that, you popped in here only for your talking point. Forget what the fuck that I just said. Forget that I just said that they look like a bunch of assholes bullying a little kid. That's what I'm talking about. But you wanted to come in here with your talking point. This is what's wrong with America. Look, I don't care what anyone says. And then you say what you've been saying on Facebook and TikTok and everything else over and fucking over again. Well, that's not what we're talking about. We're not talking about funding war. We're talking about a jerk-off mamabicho telling another man, why aren't you wearing a suit? That's what we're talking about. All right? And I'm tired of the disingenuous bullshit. We have homeless people here. Go feed one. All right, but everybody wants to talk about what we're not talking about, and that shit annoys me. That shit annoys me. Okay? Again, I don't care who you voted for. Just don't lie to yourself. If your guy's doing a bad job, tell yourself that, or else you're doing a disservice to yourself. And I don't want to listen to you, because I can't listen to a motherfucker that do a disservice and don't believe themselves. That got to all day be trying to convince themselves, oh, but he's doing good. I see it on the internet all day. It's disingenuous and it's fake as fuck. Chill. First of all, bitch, my name is Shy Ill. So if you're going to be an illiterate bitch, don't be an illiterate bitch on my shit. You know what I'm saying? Chill is a liberal idiot. Your mother's a liberal idiot. You know what I'm saying? Your mother's a little liberal idiot. Now, here's the thing. You against liberals? Well, you're a conservative that thinks that people should stop war? Conservatives kill people all day long, too. That's where you got it fucked up. Trump is right. You what? Trump don't fund war? You dumb shit of a woman? Huh? That you come in here with your fucking talking point? You're what's wrong with America. You are not a patriot. You're a piece of shit. How about that? How about fuck Democrats and Republicans? Chill, you bitch. Your father's a bitch. Your kids are bitches, Amy. Your kids are bitches. You are not here to talk. You are here to scream your whore talking points. That's what you do. That's all you do. You come, we never heard of you before. Stop funding Ukraine. Stop. You're half a fucking dumbass. A full dumbass. Piece of shit. We don't support sending money to Ukraine, but you send it everywhere else, bitch. Huh? You send it everywhere else. You think that they're not funding wars all over? Huh? Did Reagan not fund wars? Huh? What was the Iran-Contra affair? Huh? Who was backing the Contras against the Sandinistas? There's wars all over it. Chill, you a bitch. Say it to my boyfriend's face. Tell your boyfriend to find me, see me. I'm in Chicago. It's not hard. I'll bitch slap your boyfriend. But I hate hoes like you. I hate hoes like you. That you come in here just to fucking scream your talking point. You don't care what we're talking about. Eat a dick, weak ass bitch. Your boyfriend. Tell your boyfriend to run the fuck up. All right, that sounds like a threat to me, ho. Stop funding wars, goofy bitch. Stop wasting our taxes on UK. Stop wasting taxes on this dumb bitch. Listen, I said this is what's wrong with America, and the bitch popped up. Amy, the problem is the U.S. put Ukraine in that position and made them sign over there. That bitch don't know, Fernando. She a dumb bitch. She don't know. Somebody one day told her she should vote for Trump, and that's it. She don't know nothing about nothing. She knows her talking point. Stop sending money to Ukraine. That's all she knows. Fuck her. If the math ain't mathing, right, as an OG member, I say we put a pause to operations. And I'm hot. Because we got a dumb bitch in the building. So I'm going to treat this hoe until her boyfriend want to take the link and talk shit. Fucking punk. I know he's a whole bitch if he's with her. Because that's what she does. She screams the same line in his face over and over again. You came in here talking shit to me, ho. Ain't nobody come talking shit to you. Bitch, stay off the internet. You know what I mean? Your mother's a liberal idiot. People talk about the homeless now because there are migrants, but no one care about them prior. These bitches don't care about nothing. All right? Amy a hoe. Your boyfriend a hoe too. Say it to my boyfriend's face. Shut up, bitch. He's a sureño. Oh, and you're a snitch? Now you're going to tell everybody what he is, his affiliations? Tell him I don't give a fuck what he is. I don't give a fuck what you are, what he is. Only a dumb bitch would say something like that. And that means you suck war. You know what I'm saying? That means you put war in your mouth. Okay? You don't fund wars, you blow wars, right? You blow gangbangers. He's a sureño. A minute ago, it's stop sending money to Ukraine. Now it's my boyfriend's a sureño. Come on, Amy. You're a fucking cunt. My boyfriend can't vote, but he supports Trump and he does weightlifting. Amy, you're a troll. Now we know you're a troll. You got your attention for the day. We're about to get you the fuck out of here. Don't worry. All right? Again, to all my people that have common sense and make sense, I don't care who you voted for. Just be honest with yourself. Just be honest with yourself, but if I catch you lying to me, I'm going to check you on it. And I'm going to tell you, yeah, I think that's bullshit. All right? I think it's bullshit. Amy's a fucking piece of shit. Shout out OG Love. See, OG Love, we don't see OG Love in here, but he came in here to say what's up, not that bullshit that you was talking about. Unfortunately, the middle class voted for a billionaire. Unfortunately, the middle class voted for a billionaire who has shit and taken advantage of the middle class his whole life. Yeah, we're just a toilet for dude. No, she did not just say that comment. Eileen, do you see what I'm talking about? Do you see what I'm up against here? And that bitch thinks she's smarter than me. That's the problem with America. Now more Orange Man trolls are showing up. Que pinches pendejos. What? We kicked them off. You know what I'm saying? See, this is my problem, Big Johnny. Shot ill. Do you honestly support Ukraine? None of you motherfuckers got the point. To my people, what did I say? I said, you fucking, your American politicians, Johnny, who you have in your mouth all day, they looked stupid in the room bullying that little man. That's what I said. I didn't say nothing about the policy, the war, who's sending money, nothing. And all you dick suckers jump out of nowhere. That's my problem with America. That you people are just talking points. You don't even fucking listen. You've become zombies. Monos con los ojos tapados. Okay? Monkeys with your eyes covered. That's what you people are. Amy's right. Amy is Big Johnny. You know what I'm saying? You pieces of shit are the same. She's going to get her sureño sent to Venezuela. The point is, watch your tone. Don't fucking caps in here. Trump showed him who the man is. The man? Who was the man? If he would have bitch slapped Trump in the fucking face, who was the man? How is that showing him who the man is? Because they could talk shit to him on the camera. Y'all are pussy. That's the problem. What happened with Trump? And they gave pussies power, and all you pussies think you got it. Well, talk this tough-ass fucking shit in the street. Let's see you do that without police protection. Y'all don't do that. Y'all don't do that. Y'all talk that Trump shit from home. Republicans and Democrats are the same shit. They're both out of touch. All they do is touch each other in indecent places. You know what I'm saying? These people are phony. Amy is an AI. Yeah, a bot? Cool, then put that whore in the bathroom.
Put him in a fucking bedroom.
Her boyfriend's a sureño. Stupid bitch. Yeah, put everybody in the fucking bathroom. And hide them. Hide them. Get them the fuck out of here. Ukraine has everything to do. So wait a minute. So if I say, bro, look at how they are, how they're not even wolves. They're like maggots. Oh shit, the irony. You know what I'm saying? I said that they look like a bunch of assholes in there bullying a man. Why don't you wear a suit? Right? Bullying a man. And that bitch said, my boyfriend's a sureño. You support Ukraine. You got all of that from what I said, you dumb bitches. It's crazy. Right wing, left wing, chicken wing. Hit the like button. Cut the bullshit. No mama's way. Fucking playing that shit. Word, Trump won't be here. OG Love. Oh, okay. I thought you was talking to me, boy. I was about to go though. Yeah, Trump won't be there to pick your teeth off the floor. See, I'm hot. Salutes. My apologies to OG Love. I'm hot right now. Because I literally said some shit about something specific, and these fucking zombie robot motherfuckers come around. Did you say you support the Ukrainian war? Come on, man. I support smoking you bitches. That's what I support. I need to smoke something. I'm hungry. I'm tired. I hate these motherfuckers. But they proved my point. Even if they're bots, they proved my point. They proved my point. I love my people. You know, I don't have but these people don't want to talk about. These people don't want to talk about what we're talking about. I was talking about one thing specifically. I don't give a fuck about politics to get into the whole shit. Stop sending money to everybody. Send me some fucking money. But Amy, I wish the worst for you, you piece of shit. Shout out Upper Echelon. It's early in the day. Let's be nice. No, your Republican friends lo cagaron.
No, mommy's wait.
Amy got her boyfriend sent to Venezuela. Think of how stupid that is. That bitch whole thing. Don't fund the war. No. That can't be your argument. Just because Trump don't want to fund a specific war, there's plenty of wars he wants to fund. Shut the shit. Cut the shit. Bullying a dude that barely knows English. Any leader can get ambushed like that. Imagine they started talking to Trump in Spanish and talking shit. Bro, they could have bitch slapped him. These people. Did I say that? Fuck it. If I did, I did. Fuck these people. Big Johnny. Big Mama Icho. Bernheim said I wasn't allowed to vote. Salutes to Vernon Himes. You got me. Where's Old 30 North? Somebody put a bat signal out for Old 30 North. Holy shit, did Amy heat me up. God damn. Goofy bitch. Amy was an actual channel, but fuck her. I don't care what she was. Fuck that bitch. Amy, I hope you're listening. Tell your son and your boyfriend to fucking lick balls. So I need you to wear a suit. You're making me uncomfortable. Ain't that a bitch? Shout out Snickers season. He told me that shit the other day. He did the Diddy 50 Cent. I was like, what? You ain't taking me shopping. So I'm gonna take you to Nordstrom and get you some not gangster gear. Wait, I like gangster gear. Bro, everyone got problems. Every country, every race, every religion. Why is the United States looking to be the big bro? Don't Upper Echelon, I'll put you in a fucking bathroom today. Because it seems like you walked in. It seems like you walked in after what happened. We're not talking about them giving money to Ukraine, bro. That's not what we're talking about. So I gotta validate Trump ass on with that shit. We're not trying to hear that shit right now. I'm not trying to hear that shit right now. All right? Don't come in here and pick up the fucking baton for Amy because you end up in the goddamn shitter with the rest of these motherfuckers. On the dig? All right. Keep that thorough. Motherfuckers got me fired up on an empty stomach on a fucking Tuesday. All right? On a fucking Tuesday. Let's see what we got here. Shout out Eileen for the PayPal. Appreciate you. Thank you very much. All right? Salutes. Don't come in here validating your decision. No, we're not trying to hear that. We were not talking about that. We were talking about how your boy Trump and the rest of his suited goons look like a bunch of bitches. All right? Yelling at some dude about not wearing a tie. All right? Fuck out of here. We're not trying to talk about, I'm not trying to hear that shit today. Fuck out of here. You sound just like that Amy bitch. I'm fucking disappointed and heartbroken in your decision. To be like, you want us to keep being big bro to everybody? That's not what the conversation. You came in late. Stay out of it, Trompito. Ukraine has everything to do. Go look at what happened in 1993. If that didn't occur, I'd agree with you. Amy's a putana. They're commenting on purpose. No, Eileen, they came to get me because, cause that's my problem with America. You say one thing, they argue. It's like come on, how many dudes have a girlfriend or girls have a boyfriend that there's a specific problem? You tell them what the problem is, they start arguing about some other shit. Miss me with the bullshit. Keyboard warriors, facts. Did I yell too much? No. Salute OG love. What's up, Chat? Shout out William Borden. Shout out Robert. Amy was an actual channel, but fuck her. Did you see the viral video of Putin and Xi Jinping watching a video of Trump bullying the Ukrainian president while riding the... No, I had to see that. All right? They look like assholes. Why don't you wear a suit? Shut the fuck up. Trump sold the Brooklyn Bridge to America and they brought it because the bottom line is he ain't gonna do nothing for nobody that got no money like him. Hey, seeing all the prisoners going to El Salvador, doesn't the same phrase for them as if it's for me? Don't do the crime if you can't do the time. Did we not talk? Well, we are talking about that. That you can talk about because we're talking about that until Amy came in here to defend her deity with a sureño boyfriend. Pendeja. Upper Echelon, ¿cómo te fue? Todavía te pegan. Then we need to stop being big bro for Israel. He don't want to have that conversation. They don't want to do that. Both sides of the aisle is trash. They dividing us, bro. Did you see them? The poor little cancer policeman that beat cancer. They put him in the air. Motherfucker sat down for his ass. One side using him, the other side telling him to go fuck himself. This is America. This is America, and y'all motherfuckers fall for it every time. We weren't bashing Trump. Amy railroaded the conversation. Facts. But Fernando, is that not typical of the way these things go nowadays, right? That is typical of the way these things go nowadays. You say one thing, the bitch she go up. And she bring up one of her 3 talking points that she brings up with the dumb bitches that she drinks with, that after 5 drinks, they're all, woo, woo. Bitch, shut up. Go blow a sureño. Shut the fuck up. All right, shout out Zimpost on the check-in for $1.99 super chat. Appreciate you, sir. Salutes, G. Salutes, I appreciate you. All right, we weren't even talking policy. We weren't even talking about who's getting the money. Hit the like button, y'all. We were talking about him bullying people, like on some physical, and some other dork. That dork in the White House had nothing to say, just like Amy had nothing to say. So he had to say why aren't you wearing a suit? Why do you eat a fresh baby every morning? Huh? You demon fuck. Why? Because it's the White House. That's what they do. Look at Kansas Mac. Fuck Ukraine. Fuck Kansas. I think the point is that America is not Captain Save-A-Hole. America can't save itself. It can't save dimwit motherfuckers like you. I apologize. I didn't know that was the conversation. Exactly, Upper Echelon. That's my point. That everybody's so politically charged that all you have to say is, you know what I'm saying? My niece, she plays the trumpet now. Trumpet? Did you say trumpet? Well, forget about Ukraine. Fuck Ukraine. That's what the fuck. That's where I'm living right now. Everybody's super nut hugging, bro. And on edge. Fuck Trump. Fuck Biden. Fuck them both. Fuck their kids. They mama. They wives. Fuck them all. I'm going to get clapped on this. I'm definitely getting clapped. Tread lightly so I don't play. He ended up in the bathroom in Kansas. We got Upper Echelon swinging. Swinging. Upper Echelon came in like a wrecking ball today for the Republican Party. I came in like a wrecking ball. Just boom. Swinging on Amy's nuts. Amy not even here no more. America needs to focus on America. Not some whole country, Ukraine. America's a whole country. They treat you like a bitch. Right where you at in Kansas, America treats you like a bitch. Look after the black community before the Ukrainian idiots. Yeah, but this ain't the conversation we're having. So you, Upper Echelon, everybody better get in on the conversation we're having, or I'm going to get y'all the fuck out of here.
Put him in a fucking bed, you might.
Because literally all I said was, Trump looked like an asshole, and his boys look like assholes, yelling at dude about not wearing the suit. And all of you pieces of fucking conservative fucking cock juice popped up out of nowhere, all right? I'll leave Upper Echelon out of there. He's swinging like a wrecking ball through here for them all the time. You know what I'm saying? But, it is what it is. Nah, fuck that shit. I don't want no Uber Eats. Nah, I'm mad. I want to be mad. Eileen said, what, more questions about Trump? No, I didn't ask nobody about Trump. But you can't talk around these Trumpsters without them losing their fucking minds because their deity, it was mentioned. Fuck the Republican Party and the Democratic Party. Kansas, then you don't make sense, bro. Because you sound like you swinging for one side or the other. Do you think they will pass the unaliving thing for dealers? No. Will they do it for the ones that get extradited? I don't know. But I don't think they're going to pass the if you pass the death penalty, that's crazy to me. But somebody's just going to fix that shit in 4 years anyway. That's crazy to me. Some dealers shouldn't be in jail. You should be in jail if you's a chomo, if you a violator, if you a unaliver. You know what I'm saying? If you cost people money, but all these life sentences for dealers is crazy with no bodies. America equals Captain Save-A-Ho. Ukraine begging for money. Trump was telling him to fight his own war. Trump was telling him to put a suit on, bro. Stop covering for your dad. Newborn babies have the best stem cells. All rich, entitled folks know that. Facts. Are you a conservative or a liberal? I'm a motherfucker. That's what the fuck I am. I'm a motherfucker. And I don't put up with y'all's brainwashed bullshit. Y'all are fucking zombies. You're only around to defend your side. It's sickening. I see it in my own friends, in my own people. I see it in upper echelon. Just defend, even if it's fucked. Both sides. So I'm a motherfucker. Society makes you choose a side now. They can't make me do shit. Everyone's politically sensitive and don't know shit about it. Don't know the truth. You don't get the truth. You don't get the real information. But you still, I'm going to fly my flag. No, mames. And then fighting each other. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So listen, people. Stop acting like beyond your vote. Even if maybe your vote don't even matter, but stop acting like beyond your vote that you're campaigning still. You made a choice, right? Now it's up to you to be truthful to yourself and watch and see if the choice you made is making the right choices. Most of us, or most people, are just saying, yeah, he's making the right choices, just so they don't feel dumb to themselves for voting for him. Be honest with yourself. That's it. Be honest with yourself. Stop lying to yourself. Wow, you be telling bitches to put a dick in their mouth. I don't know. Is that a bad thing? I told a bitch to put a dick in her mouth. My bad if my comment caused this chaos. I'll take it down a notch. Shout out Eileen. I don't remember if it was yours or not. Somebody's comment caused chaos. It turned into fucking, at least a Snickers. No fucking Snickers. I want no fucking Snickers. I'm going to smoke this bowl right here. I'm going to finish my stream. We've been here a fucking hour. I ain't even do nothing but argue with Amy. Amy set it off. Because Amy didn't need to come in here talking that shit. I didn't do nothing. You know what I mean? But she made my point. She made my point. My point is you can't say these words without people. You're not smart enough to have a debate. So you're going to go with your talking point. And her talking point is do not fund war. She runs around talking that shit all day to her family members, to her Soreño boyfriend, to his nuts. She just walks around saying that shit. Stop, don't fund wars. Meanwhile, the war between the Sureños and the Norteños, she don't got no problem with the bitch. She's willing to fund that war with her mouth. You know what I'm saying? So, Amy was right, though. But Amy wasn't talking about what I'm talking about. King J, you can end up in the bathroom with her. Smelling shit together. They weren't looking out for any community prior to migrants or Ukraine. And when all those things... You know what the United States government is, bro? Both sides of it, they're Rick Ross, bro. They didn't give a fuck about Meech while he was in jail, dog. They didn't give a fuck. And when all those things are gone, they still won't help the homeless. No one cared about them before, now pretend to. That's facts. Plus, helping the homeless is a handout, and some people don't believe in handouts. There's going to be, the moment that we're done giving money to Ukraine, and they start giving it to American people, there's going to be other American pieces of shit. Why are you giving that money to these Americans? That's the problem with y'all. Y'all a bunch of bigot fucking demons. If I could use my wrench, I'd send you to the bathroom. JP trying to put your ass in the bathroom. Politics is like sports. Now you got to pick a team and stand by them. I don't pick none. I quit watching basketball. I come from a city of a dynasty. I had 2 3-peats. I was there. Okay? I don't watch basketball no more. Post D Rose. Why? Because I don't believe flapping is a part of the game. I believe everything is a tactic. There's little tactics that you use in boxing and fighting and sports. But once those little tactics become part of the game, I don't want to watch no more. It's fake. So I'm not picking the team shit. America is a bunch of...
Mono con los ojos tapados.
Mono with the ojos tapados. Damn, on fire today. Well, what the fuck? Amy came in here talking nonsense, stupidity. Stupidity. I'm tired of people's stupidity. And to have the stupid call me stupid, stop. Never enough evidence for a fool. Johnny Mitchell should be sent to El Salvador prison for research and entertainment purposes other than that dope cases. Other than that, dope cases are lame. Send Johnny to cover the whole situation. Shout out Eileen. Nope, I see both sides, but I only agree with what goes with my opinions at the moment. I don't know what the fuck that means. That means I agree with both sides, but I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say today. We like Amy. Fuck Amy. And fuck King J. King J, run up. You know what I'm saying? That's it. No, we all support Russia. You a bot too, bro. You a fake fuck. But do differences between Chapo and Mayo and see, you gotta type. You're not typing. You typing like you got laryngitis. Can we have the Snickers? You're hungry. Eat a Snickers. Fuck that. Drop. You weren't here. Go catch the playback. Then come talking your shit before I put you in the fucking bathroom. My wrench works with you. All the other wrenches can't put you in the bathroom. I can put you in the fucking bathroom. Shout out 298 on the check-in. They're all going to then demonize homeless people and say we're wasting our money on them. They don't need help. They need to pick themselves up from the bootstraps. Yeah. Putin and Trump rock. KJ, I can't hear you. You got too many balls in your mouth. The bathroom is gonna be the hangout spot. You better start building a tunnel out that motherfucker. All right. The double SBF. Yeah, she's with the bullshit. Upper echelon. The bathroom is gonna be so loud that Shy's still gonna hear us. Y'all gonna be in that motherfucker screaming. America first, not Ukraine or anything. Or any other Sims. I'm not a bot, but I tell you what you're gonna be. You're gonna be a bathroom body. Is what you're gonna be. Because again, Amy came to throw shit left, this way, left, right. But if you keep doing it, you're gonna end up in the bathroom with her. Cause I got a show to do. Not argue with you bitches about Ukraine and how much you're mad about Ukraine when the U.S. ain't giving you no fucking money. Well, as a motivational speaker, I will tell you that you need to focus on all great things to offer and not focus on a few bad things in the great game in basketball. As a motivational speaker, that sounded like you swinging off your own nuts right there. I came in like I got to get the wrecking ball fucking dropped for all the nut swingers in the building. Oh, were you laughing? That was a joke? Okay, I'll take it as a joke. As a motivational speaker, fuck basketball. How about that? People call me every year, are you watching the Super Bowl? No, let me know if they start fighting. That's what I watch. I watch combat sports. Shy, you can't handle criticism. This is why I can't talk to you fucking idiots, King J. It ain't about criticism, bitch. Nobody criticized me. That's what you're not getting. This is why I can't talk to you people. You're dumb people. Stupid people. You're stupid people. You know what I mean? You're dumb. I'm bisexual, I'm sure. Prices hasn't gone down and I'm still getting taxed like crazy on overtime. Trump lied. They won't see that. I'm not going to ask you who you voted for. But let's just assume Mike Lopez voted for Trump. He's being honest with himself. The rest of y'all are not. He's being honest with himself. The rest of y'all are not. Shout out to Keno on the check-in. Appreciate you. All right, Jay laughed at his side. Motivational speaker. Get the fuck out of here. Fuck that. Basketball to me is whack. Motherfuckers shooting from across. I don't give a shit. I don't want to see that shit. Crybabies for sure. That's how privileged we are in America. Too privileged. I'll go to the bathroom with any. You can't even type. Stop supporting Ukraine. Shut the fuck up. Tracy Morgan getting sick was a play to get viewers for NBA. Just kidding. You think so, Impulse? I saw that picture. That shit was pretty bad. And I said, Tracy, why you gotta be the one out there acting a fucking fool? You know what I'm saying? Shout out Zoraida. You cannot handle criticism. I hate you stupid motherfuckers, man. I really do. Because there's no talking to you dummies. Never enough evidence for a fool. It ain't about criticism. I'm criticizing you, bitch. As soon as I came on today, I was about to clap this girl. I got my popcorn and started kicking back. Salute. Zelensky's not your boy. It's not our boy. No, Trompito's your boy. You got him in your mouth. You're bisexual. You need to tread lightly. Remember, you're Robin. No, I'm going to put him in the fucking bathroom. Make sure you have freshener spray. You're putting a lot of people in the bathroom. No freshener spray. They in there to smell shit. That's where they belong. Shair, I like you, but you went too far on Amy. Fuck you and fuck Amy. Just because her boyfriend's a sureño. It ain't about her boyfriend being a sureño. You definitely not a norteño or a sureño. You're mamabicho. I spent years in the can. All convicts support Trump. You just a talker. You just here to talk. We're going to put you in the bathroom, though. Don't worry. You're gonna fuck up. William Boyd in Canada first. How's the 11th pound? It seems like it's not going good. You guys are going crazy because these people are fucking stupid. You can take them, but I'm sure you got a bunch of dumb fuckers up there too. You pudding eating motherfuckers. All right. You're on a roll today. Salute Eileen. The Bulls championship banners caught on fire just like America's common sense. That's facts. Look, homophobic now? No, I said you bisexual, you a dick sucker. I'm pussy phobic. I hate bitches like you that try to fake shit. You faking shit. Oh, now I'm homophobic. You said you was bisexual. I said you keep Trump in your mouth. I said it makes sense. All right? Norteños would... Now, Norteños, they're homophobic. They'd take your life, you lying cunt. Now, please, put this bot or whatever he is, give him 24 hours. Maybe he's real. Maybe he could come back on a day when he's not talking shit and we'll believe him. But for now, give him 24 hours.
Put him in a fucking bedroom, Mike.
Put him in the fucking bathroom. Put him in the fucking bathroom. Give him 24 hours. 24 hours. Drop a wrench on. No, y'all taking too long? I'll go put him in the fucking bathroom. All right? You'll come back. We're going to see if you come back. But come back different. Come back better. All right? Don't come back talking the same shit like Amy. Don't do that. Don't do that. All right? Again, we were not disrespecting your daddy. Well, I was. I say he sounds stupid. But it had nothing to do with the politics of it. It had nothing to do with the money going to Ukraine. And that's where Amy took it. And that's where King J took it. And Big Johnny. And all of the rest of you wrecking ball nut swingers. Y'all almost recruited Jay Flores. Well, you almost took him with you. You almost took him with you. Right? Because he too hears the name Trump or hears a trumpet sound in the distance. And he want to come defend, dude's nothingness. Because dude ain't doing shit. You know what I'm saying? So, whatever. Fries and gravy is some gangster food. Get that shit out of my face. All right? Shout out Eileen Valesa. I hope you're having a good time, Eileen. All right? We here. I was good. I'm still good. All right? But that's why I love that they came and they proved my point. That's why I cannot talk to you people. That's why your opinion means nothing to me. Because y'all just hear trigger words and do bullet points. Trigger words, bullet points. Trigger words, bullet points. It's all you got. It's all you got. Yeah, we were talking about 280 deported alleged tourists. That's what we were talking about. I need to expand the bathroom size. Nah. If they have to crawl down the drain because there's no more room, then it is what it is. But again, they proved my point. That's my point. You can't say a word about anything. It's just trigger words, bullet points. That's all you got. Let's get it. The deportations of hundreds of alleged Venezuelan gang members, blah, 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 we did that. Some of those deported we did that. So some may only have immigration issues. So I don't get that part. Francisco Javier Garcia, who was one of the 101 Venezuelans sent to El Salvador, his family said he does not have a criminal record in Venezuela or the United States. So if he was just deported, he don't need to be in that prison or whatever the fuck. He don't need to be there. Oh, hold on. Did we say adios pendejos to everybody?
Adios pendejo.
Adios pendejos.
No, mommy's wake.
They proved my point. And here's the thing. Never enough evidence for a fool. They can come and prove the point for you, but you'll never convince them of that. This is the type of snake eating its own ass shit we're dealing with in America, bro. It's fucking hilarious. Oh, shit. Smoke them if you got them. Drink, fuck it. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Drink them if you got them. If you're sober, here's a hug from me to you. Shout out to all our truck drivers out on the road. Whoever's catching the replay gang, salutes. And salutes 030 North. If you're out there, somebody put an APB on them. Shout out JP. Shy, YouTube definitely on one or has something on. As soon as Trump and Ukraine were actually mentioned, random trolls popped up on some bot shit. Bro, that was crazy. That was crazy. And it also frustrated me that I've never seen you before. So now, what you want to use a trigger word to spew your bullet point, but I've never seen you here before? Get the fuck out of here, man.
You don't want no problems.
Mono con los ojos tapados.
I came in and you was wilding out on Upper Echelon because Upper Echelon came in and did exactly what they were doing. And I'm trying to teach him to stop that shit. You know what I'm saying? Gotta stop that shit. These trolls ate their Wheaties this morning. So bold and courageous. Out of nowhere. You think, honestly, you think that Amy bitch was just sitting around listening to me? Is she a usual suspect? Is she a Shy Ill fan? I don't think so. I don't know. Maybe. Not no more. Putana. You know what I'm saying? And how stupid are you? Stop supporting war. Say that to my boyfriend. He's a Sureño. First of all, bitch, I don't care. Listen, no disrespect to no gang. I don't give a fuck about none of them. All right? I'm not scared. They're human just like fucking me. Any motherfucker that bleeds and breathes, miss me with the say it in front of him shit. Run up. But to be like, stop supporting Ukraine's war. My Sureño boyfriend's gonna fuck you up. Oh, bitch, you talking out of both sides of your face. You gotta be a robot, man. Fuck.
Adios, pendejo.
Later, you robot, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? A snake eating his own ass. I like that saying. It's what it is. Upper Echelon, I say you lost new subscribers. Fuck them. Fuck them. I'm not a dick eater, dog. Straight. Upper Echelon, you about to lose your ranch. All right? About to lose your subscription, nigga. Definitely enjoying my day off. Thank you all. Salute, Saline. All right? Upper Echelon, you flying too close to the sun, son. Gotta relax. Where do we send more Venezuelans? To the bathroom.
You don't want to put him in a fucking bathroom, Mike.
This follows on the heels of 29 Mexican cartel traffickers being expelled from Mexico to the U.S. who had long requested many of their extraditions. 6 cartels were designated as FTO, Foreign Tourist Organization, alongside TDA and MS-13 last month. Several of those extradited were members of cartels not designated by the U.S. State Department. And here's another thing. Upper Echelon, listen, bro. Go watch the replay and shut the fuck up about how I lost subscribers. Go watch what happened. You know what I'm saying? Go watch what happened before you come over here talking that shit. Trompito will deport her Sureño boyfriend. Facts. Quickly. Salutes Albert Flores. A lot of people will benefit from listening to Higgins bleed. Yes. To El Salvador, apparently. That's where everybody's going. And when they run out of space there, not only that, we got the U.S. helping spend money to build more prisons. Big boy ones. So that, when your primo gets a ticket, they could throw him in there. Upper Echelon, you don't want to fly too close to the sun. You're flying too close to the sun, man. He want to tell me about subscribers now. Amy wasn't a subscriber. For those that know or don't know, subscribers are one thing, but most of people's views, everybody's views, doesn't come from subscribers. They come from non-subscribers. Sometimes from people who don't even have a YouTube account. They just watch on the YouTube app. That's it. They don't have an account. Right? So, yeah. We lost a plant. Yeah, we lost a plant. I'm straight. Again, you got to see what happened. Wasn't nobody being political for me to lose any subscribers. I lost subscribers because they're stupid people. So I'm okay with that. I'm all right with that. Bros are going to come out of that prison never to hurt a fly again. Here's my thing. Are they going to come out that prison? Right? Because inhumane conditions and shit like that for dudes that are going to get out of prison, you might think that they're going to sit down and sit still, but how many of them motherfuckers is going to get broken in the head, and when they leave, you got a worse nut. I think if you end up in one of them prisons, you should be somebody that has a life imprisonment instead of somebody with a date. That was just a quick thought that I had. I ain't really think about it, but whatever. Told y'all TDA was all fake. What from this says that it's fake? And you told us, Michael Scott? Jesus Christ. Hell no. If I was sent there incorrectly, I'm coming out like a kamikaze. Only mission in life to knock the walls down of that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? We come out of jail like this. Talking about show up at the prison. That's what I'm saying. I thought people don't leave that prison. Lifers, I don't know. This shit says several of those extradited were members of cartels, blah, blah, blah. Where is it? But I heard that earlier and that thought crossed my mind. I heard that earlier and that thought crossed my mind. Like, wait a minute. You shouldn't have a date if you're in there. From my understanding, they have programs and stuff for them to work for them. They can be worse. They can be crazy way of thinking already, but because there's some of the worst people. Well, if there's some of the worst people, then they shouldn't have a date. That's the part I'm not understanding. They can be worse than they are crazy. I don't know. Maybe you wrote that wrong. I don't know. Trump made all that shit up. Then TDA are the first ones being sent out. I don't know, bro. Holla at Amy about that shit. I'm sure she knows. If she don't, her Sureño boyfriend knows. I agree. Are they just getting thrown in with no resolution? You shouldn't throw someone in jail without a case. It got to be something. And my thing is, if you're one of these prisons that violate basic human rights, right, which some criminals do, right, I don't know that you should have a date to get out of there, to be in there. You should have a date if you're going to, you should be in another prison if you got a date. Another thought is, though, are they able to be rehabbed? Like, would it make a difference if they send them to a prison with flowers and rainbows? I'm not asking for flowers and rainbows, fucker. I'm asking for motherfucking, some basic human rights for those that have them coming. If they didn't give no basic human rights, right, then they shouldn't be getting out of prison. They shouldn't have a date, and they should be in one of these human rights breaking prisons. That's my point. He's shipping out all the supposed TDA members before everyone notices it was all made up to begin with. Nobody's coming out of that prison. True story, like Hotel California. I think the people already there are supposedly the worst of the worst and not getting out. I'm not sure what the plan is for the ones being sent there. I don't know. Well, we probably learn if we get into it, but we haven't been able to get into it because, Amy and the Nut Hugger Battalion was in here talking crazy. That El Salvador prison is a fate worse than death. Shy, I read it's a concentration camp style thing. Institutional places don't even rehabilitate, and recidivism is a problem. If you end up there, it's because of a fuck up. Shit ain't right. If you end up there, you shouldn't have a date. You should be there for life. All right, this follows off the heels of 29 Mexican cartel traffickers being expelled from Mexico to the U.S. who had long requested many of their extraditions. 6 cartels were. It's funny too when Trump said we got Rafael, Caro, Quinterio. Been looking for this guy for a long time. Well, we got him. Nobody looking for nothing. He was in a fucking cage. He was in a bush. You found him. But y'all will give him that W. The following details are from a cross-section of news outlets and government press release. The president of El Salvador announced his country has accepted hundreds of Venezuelan gang members who were illegally living in the United States as the U.S. judge moved to block deportations of illegal immigrants under a wartime law invoked by President Trompito. Today, the first 238 members of the Venezuelan criminal organization Tren arrived in our country. They were immediately transferred to CSAT, the Terrorism Confinement Center, for a period of 1 year. Renewable. El Salvador President Nayib Bukele, that's what I'm going to call him, Nayib Bukele, posted to X on Sunday morning, accompanied by video footage of planes on a tarmac. On this occasion, the U.S. has also sent us 23 MS-13 members wanted by Salvadorian justice, including 2 ringleaders. One of them is a member of the criminal organization's highest structure. Like, he shouldn't have a date. Right? Like, he's that dude. He shouldn't have a date. Hold on. Let me put this up on the screen. Again, salutes to Zimpos for the $1.99 super chat and JP for the power chat. No, fool. I was actually asking what was that as a question. Like, would they be able to be rehabbed if it was different, depending on the type of crimes they committed, I guess. Get me? But now, I don't understand. I think we're mixing up the type of prisons here. From my understanding, this is, you see nothing, you move nowhere, you don't speak, you sit. I don't know if they should have a date for that. That should be for the worst of the worst. You leave them there, that's where they rot if you're not going to put them in the dirt. I wonder if the CIA perspective is going to be brought up in the Caro Quintero case. I get people in the comments. Everybody, I hate these arrogant motherfuckers on the internet. Everybody already knows, and we already knew. It might have been you, Scott. It might have been you. Everybody knew and knows. Everybody don't know shit. Everybody assumes. Everybody thinks. But don't nobody know shit. Miss me with the nose. The best part is how they forced 13 and 18 members to be cellies. I want to see some real actual proof that TDA ever actually existed to begin with, besides that phony Aurora, Colorado one that was off stage. Well, I went through that Aurora, Colorado shit and I didn't find nothing worth nothing. People tell me in Chicago it happened. I don't see it. Real talk. Trump deserves a W. Caro Quintero, no other. I knew he was coming. I knew it. The moment I said Rafael Caro Quintero and I said take that W, I knew upper echelon was coming in like a wrecking ball. I knew it. Real talk. Trump deserves a W. Caro Quintero, no other president made it happen for 40 years, so he has some credit. Cool, they went and got some motherfuckers. That's not the point. He didn't say that. He said they were looking for him, we found him. That's it. Just holding the motherfuckers to what they say. That's it. It's all right, bro. You can hop down off the fucking wrecking ball. Did you hear that Bukele wants to put 40% tariffs on Mexico? God damn. I'm telling you, they're playing worldwide games and shit. It's a PlayStation out here. You know? I remember seeing MS and 18 up everywhere. I never seen a TDA tag everywhere, not even in Venezuela. Have you been to Venezuela? Because you can't spell the shit right. Venezuela. You know what I mean? If you ain't been to Venezuela, we're not trying to hear about what you thought or you know about Venezuela. Right? I got to be on everybody's ass today. You know what I'm saying? Fucking upper echelon came up in here, politically charged, Amy. You know what I'm saying? Shannon was in here. Zoraida was in here. I don't know if I scared my usual suspects away. My apology. Right? But these motherfuckers had it coming. Definitely had it coming. All right. Let's see. Michael Scott said, yeah, my bad. All right. Say they have real programs. I've seen that they have a showing factory that looks like better assembly than Amazon. You mean a sewing factory? Say that they have real I don't know that they have real programs. You telling me that. So when I get to it, then I'll say it. You know what I'm saying? But do they have real programs? No, he said, upper echelon. Stop, bro. He said they've been looking for him for a long time. Wasn't nobody looking for shit, bro. He was in a box. All right? Get off your adopted daddy's nuts. So you giving Obama a W for you helping Chapo end up in the U.S.? I don't know that he's willing to go as far as give Obama the W. I don't know how honest upper echelon is with himself. I don't know if he'll give the W for that. All right? Nah, just don't throw me in the bathroom. I'm good. Salutes. That bathroom jam-packed smell like a sack of ass in there. All right? Salutes. Hit the like button. And salutes JP, man. JP been posting the channel on Threads and in the day streams, and people been coming through. So, and that's cool. You can have an opinion, but if you're not willing to have a real conversation, I'm not willing to talk to you. And Amy wasn't having a real conversation. Neither was Big Johnny. None of them. They're not having a real conversation. They just trigger words, bullet points. That's America. One side spews a trigger word, the other side spews a bullet point. One side spews a trigger word, the other side spews a bullet point. Sucker shit. No mommy's way.
No mommy's way.
Sorry, typos. What I meant was they have real programs. I've seen a bunch of different reports. Okay, drop them in the Discord. Drop a link right here. I'm going to get to it. Let's see if they got programs. The bathroom is the Shawshank Redemption without the redemption. I mean, you get redemption in 24 hours. There's some that are hidden. You know what I was thinking about? Doing a mass release of prisoners from the bathroom and see how many notice and come back talking shit. So the ones that are hidden, I mean, so that we could ban them again. What do y'all think? All right, the Shawshank. I like that though. The Shawshank Redemption. That's it right there. Shout out Ed, the hip hop guru. Ed, you missed explosions today, bro. We had one of your ex bitches in here, man. She thought she was a snow bunny, man. We had one of your ex girlfriends up in here, Amy and shit. Salutes Ed on the check in. Karate Ed on the check in. I need a karate sound over here. Does somebody have to piss me off every day for me to have this fun of a stream? What the fuck? Let's see. Boom, we got pictures, y'all. See the pictures. This guy right here, he got him in his sights. Haircut season. Damn. Hold on, let me knock this one down. Shy went off. Shy's just not off the cuff like that. It's just that I hate people that want to argue, and we weren't even talking about that. Ukraine. All you gotta do is say Ukraine. Motherfuckers go, watch this. Ukraine. Let's see what happens in about 5 minutes. Damn, you had one of my old hoes on here. We had one of your old hoes on. She in the bathroom now. Just let me know if you want to join her. Salutes. That was crazy. All right, man. These the bunks right here. These the ladders. Here, let's make that bigger. There we go. He got to take a shit. I don't know. Are they? We're going to look at the video. Is that reused footage? Or is it reused footage from the documentary? Because I got the video pulled up. We got to use the video that, that they showed of them getting off the plane. Shout out Delcio. Salutes. Shy, open the bar. You may have endless fun. No, the fun may end abruptly. They were protesting in my city about Ukraine. Go move there then. No, but I think I don't know, Delcio, were you here for the whole Amy shit? We're not talking about Ukraine. We were never talking about Ukraine. We was talking about Merck. Another thought, though, is they're able to. I'm still trying to get through Albert's question. Are they able to rehab like they would like? Right. Are they able to corrections? Are they able to correct? Are they able to correct? I don't know. I know they're gonna torture these fools. Well, in that sense, and whatever, right? We got way off the train of thought by that point. White shorts or the uniform? Let's see. So they got 1 million cops. They paid all the money out there. Look at the size of that fucking thing. Robert asked the usual suspect how I was the next day. I was probably up earlier than everybody. They were like, oh, as a matter of fact, JP was like, man, I wonder if Shy's all right. I was like, I'm good. I was gravy the next day. Because on my B-day, it wasn't a lot of beers. I don't get a hangover from cognac. We dead the bottle. Ain't going to be no hangover. Whatever happened to all that energy from Trump saying that he was going to send Hillary Clinton to prison and releasing Obama's birth certificate? We don't want to talk about it. They don't want to talk about it. So I bet you was hungover for 2 days after the party. Nah, I was gravy. What's up? Good. Shael, good morning, brother. Our POTUS administration is making America great again. Deport everyone that are protesting, even U.S. citizens. See, now you on some anarchy shit. Get the U.S. citizens out of here too, so they don't have the right to protest. No, mommy, you guys don't want America. You don't want that. I know. I was still legally drunk when I got to work. Shit, you made it through though. You got the gun. Is there some form of rehabilitation to reduce the recidivism rate? Well, that's what Albert was saying. That I don't know. Jay said they got a sewing program, so they need to make me a hoodie. But yeah, that's what Albert was asking. Is there some type of rehabilitation? Recidivism, all that. My thought was, if this place is so bad, shouldn't it be a storage, a U-Haul storage for the worst of the worst? I thought that's what it was, the worst of the worst. Well, if they're the worst of the worst, why are they getting out of prison? JP said, literally the only thing spoken about Ukraine was how fucked up how they treated the president. About a suit. You know what I mean? And everybody's like, he's a man. It's a man. They did man shit. They're a bunch of pussies in suits. Talking tough to some dude that they bullied. I don't care where he was from. Zimpos, people act like Trump the only president deporting people. My family was deported back in 2009 under Obama. This is nothing new to me. Obama deported all kind of motherfuckers and bombed all kind of motherfuckers, did all kind of shit. I mean, I was part of the circus back then. I thought that somebody was gonna come in and break the wheel. Didn't happen. Fuck both sides. And the fact that there's only two sides is fucking stupid. I say forget Ukraine and let Russia have it. Okay, the best thing to do is seeking help from your higher power. I'm seeking for help from him right now. All right? But that's the question I want to get to. Fernando and Albert Flores' question. Is that what's the recidivism rate? And, you know, I thought it was the worst of the worst. What are we talking about? Good camera, though. Good cameraman. Got his shit dialed in. Here's the question, man. I said they paid a lot of money. What's all this shit on the ground over here? Shrubs and shit? All these rifles and all this shit. What for what? Put on a show. They split this dude open. That's the dude that had to take a shit. That's this dude right here. Same guy. All right, boom. Yeah, is this from the documentary? This looks well paid for. There goes your boy. I remember when Fernando sent me the video of this guy, how he looked when they were bullying the Zelensky dude. He looked like he didn't want no problems.
You don't want no problems.
He's just a pussy in a suit, man. Y'all too busy nut hugging. That's what's most important point of this for sure. If folks were just in the wrong place at the wrong time getting sent there, that's another thing that I want to know. They say people tied to. So if my primo is a fuck up, I'm tied to him? How does that work? And people say, oh, why are we asking all these questions? Because these are the kind of questions that need to be asked. Not just throw everybody in prison. Not just get rid of American protesters. Y'all don't want America. Wait till y'all are living in a dictatorship. We're going to see. Salvador is a place you want to be in jail. There is going home. I agree with Trump supporters. Bring up Obama and support Trump. Yeah. That's they trigger word, bullet points. All they got. 3 at most. Are we doing this again tomorrow? Yes, off topic. Doing what again tomorrow? Cussing people out, putting them in the fucking bathroom. We're definitely doing a live stream tomorrow afternoon. Yes. Instead of why he is doing better or has to do better. Facts. They don't care. Trigger words, bullet points. That's the t-shirt. America. Trigger words, bullet points. He's not even deporting at the same rate and is mad that they aren't. With the systemic institutionalism that this country has put in place with the laws and everything, I don't see rehabilitation being a real thing. I don't know how many people the border, the correctional facilities correct. I know a lot of motherfuckers came out better criminals. Besides that, social media can't as blown up as it is today when Obama was around. You're not going home. Enter the country the right way or face the consequences. Don't do the crime if you can't do the time. My family was penalized 10 years for coming to the U.S. illegally. Okay. Again, you're right. Do it the right way, right? That's what Upper Echelon be saying, right? Do it the right way, then you ain't got nothing to worry about. If we're throwing out the baby with the bathwater, though, there's something to be concerned about. And if nobody can see that, then I don't know what to tell you. That's just my point. My point is we can't throw the baby out with the bathwater. We can't throw out. I can't send Amy, as much as I would love to a Venezuelan president because she's stupid. I just can't do it. You know what I mean? All right, guys, there you go. Everybody that was in here yelling and arguing earlier, There's your trompecito. Do your bowing. Bow right now. Hit the like button if you have yet to do so. If it was Biden up there, I'd tell you Bideners to bow right now. All right, tell me and tell me that his hair is actually not thinning, and no, none of those things are true. Like, nobody wants to know the truth. He's not wearing a red tie. It's actually a blue tie. It's actually a teal tie. Fuck out of here. All right, got a gun in his back, dragging him down the stairs. Well, what do you guys think he's gonna do? Shake loose and Incredible Hulk his way out of there? I don't understand all of this. Hey, look at this guy. Balling out of control. Look at this guy and this guy's finger in his face. This is politics, and this is the American people right here. Y'all got a finger in your face. Y'all got a finger in your face. Calling prison rehabilitation is the government having a dark sense of humor. All right. 40 likes. Salutes. Appreciated. He's a golden glob. All right. But that's the question. Like Albert and Fernando said, are they going to rehabilitate somebody? I thought he was saying, I want. So salute. My apologies to Albert Flores. I thought you were saying, I want rainbows and fucking no. Prison is prison, right? You do the crime, like Zimpo said. You do the crime, you do the time, right? But you can't get it fucked up. Once you start getting it fucked up and you don't care if it's getting fucked up or not, then what are we talking about? They said Biden was sleeping, dead, had Alzheimer's, was injected with adrenaline. Y'all act like Biden wasn't bashed. Bro, they cried, bro. They came in here deep, dog. They came in here deep, and we weren't even talking about that. Obama won a Nobel Peace Prize, but was the first in history to execute drone bombings and had the highest unaliving rates with drones. Papa, he was PlayStation controlling with the drones. All right, and Obama got me and Ace Mac did an Obama song. Shout out to the Hip Hop Guru. Salutes for keeping track in the madness. California prisons are more off the chain since Governor Newsom Norway project. They won't rehabilitate inmates because then we are spending too much on inmates, and again, they will turn into a handout situation. Well, let's talk about it like this. We're talking about rehabilitation, right? Let's talk about the corrections here. Didn't they take away, opportunities for people to get GEDs and take away, took away a lot of shit from prisoners, right? Well, how you expect to rehabilitate anyone if people seeking education can't get it? Shout out Kelly Price. Long time no see. So many drone unalives. WikiLeaks exposed that. Where's that guy? Where's that WikiLeaks guy at? What up, Shia? Coming up to 10K. Nice. We creeping up on it. We probably got sent back. According to Upper Echelon, we got sent back a couple today, but it is what it is. Damn, somebody took away a like. That's a real mama bicho, whoever did that, mama huevo.
No mommy's weak.
You took it back. If California got air conditioning, I'll take that over Texas any day. All right, boom. See this guy? Look at this guy in his face right here. Boom, with his finger. See him back here? This is y'all. Cut the shit. All right? Boom. Let me get out of these pictures real quick. Go back to the article. Here we go. His post included a video of members being transferred off the plane to be transported to the terrorism confinement center. The U.S. and El Salvador reached an agreement last month where the U.S. will pay the country $6 million to hold around 300 gang members in the notorious prison Seaside. I asked this question it might have been the day before this announcement was made. And my thought was, how long before the U.S. starts handing over money to people to house these prisoners? And boom, we got it right away. Right away, okay? Right away. We have sent 2 dangerous top MS-13 leaders plus 21 of its most wanted back to face justice in El Salvador. Also, As promised by POTUS, we sent over 250 alien enemy members of Tren de Aragua, which El Salvador has agreed to hold in their very good jails at a fair price that will also save our taxpayers dollars. Not that 6 million. President Bukaki is not only the strongest security leader in our region, he's also a great friend of the U.S. Thank you, wrote Marco Rubio. All right. TDA proclamation. Hold on, man. How long is this shit? Okay, not long at all. Here we go. So I just remember Zaya hadn't seen your comment the other day, so I reiterated it, and he said he talked to you for sure. Definitely not playing around with the policy changes. No, they're just doing shit. And they're not waiting for the judges to reverse it, nothing. They're just doing it. All right, we'll see how that goes. Posted pictures of when they sent Rubio to Venezuela for 6 months to rebrand his image, pretending like he was fighting in the trenches. No, that happened?
No mommy's wake.
PR campaigns. All Venezuelan citizens 14 years or older who are members of TDA are within the U.S. and are not naturalized or lawful permanent residents of the U.S. may be apprehended. 14-year-olds, restrained, secured, and removed as alien enemies. 14-year-olds, bro. Okay. Now somebody's going to say I'm being too easy on 14-year-olds. What? How do you know what are these 14-year-olds? What are they into? What are they doing? Tren de Aragua is a designated foreign terrorist organization with thousands of members. This is all the made up shit that Michael Scott says is made up. Right? Listen, I don't have no proof of these guys existing. It's a foreign tourist organization with thousands of members, many of whom have unlawfully infiltrated the United States and are conducting irregular warfare and undertaking hostile actions against the United States. TDA operates in conjunction with Cartel de los Soles, the Nicolas Maduro regime-sponsored narco-tourism enterprise based in Venezuela, and commits brutal crimes including unaliving, kidnappings, extortions, and human and drug and weapons trafficking. TDA has engaged in and continues to engage in mass illegal migration to the United States to further its objectives of harming United States citizens. All right, show me where the citizens. Can I get some interviews with citizens that were let me see, where's the word that they used? Harming. I want to hear about the people that were harmed. Undermining public safety and supporting the Maduro's regime's goal of destabilizing the democratic nations in the Americas, including the United States. Venezuela is listed as a do-not-travel country, which could lead to full visa suspension. Judge blocks order. The American Civil Liberties Union. The American Civil Liberties Union. The American Civil Liberties Union. A union designed to protect your civil liberties. Okay, all you people that were arguing with me, your civil liberties. The American Civil Liberties Union filed a lawsuit on Saturday seeking to block President Trump from invoking the Alien Enemies Act of 1798, an obscure law that could allow the government to remove unauthorized immigrants while providing them little due process. Judge James E. Boasberg said at a hearing on Saturday that he intended to issue a broad temporary order preventing the Trump administration from using the Alien Enemies Act of 1798 to deport any non-citizens in U.S. custody. It's funny to me how they say, why are we worried about giving these criminals due process? Come on, we're doing too much. Well, we're cutting through the red tape. We're doing it faster. Well, then cut through the red tape for these people that need health care. Huh? Cut the red tape for the old lady that's trying to get something through that can't get through. Cut. That we don't give a shit about. But we'll take away all the other red tape and bureaucracy and speed up the process so nobody sees that we're sending 14-year-olds. Where are we sending 14-year-olds again? Nobody knows. Everybody got an answer, though. Judge James E. Boasberg said at a hearing Saturday that he intended to issue a broad temporary order preventing the Trump administration from using the Alien Enemies Act of 1798 to deport any non-citizens in U.S. custody. He said that the terms invasion and predatory incursion in the law really relate to hostile acts perpetrated by enemy nations. He said that any flights that had departed with people under the order needed to return to the United States. However that's accomplished, whether turning around the plane or not, he urged the government, this is something you need to make sure is complied with immediately. And government said,
no mommy's wake.
no mommy's wake. Two flights of gang members. Lee Jalert, and lawyer for the American Civil Liberties Union, said in an interview that he believed 2 flights carrying Venezuelan immigrants out of the country under President Trump's order were in the air on Saturday evening. During the hearing, Judge James E. Boasberg said he was ordering the government to turn flights around and given information unrebutted by the government that flights are actively departing Venezuela's narco state. TDA is closely aligned with and indeed has infiltrated the Maduro regime, including its military and law enforcement apparatus. TDA grew significantly while Tarek al-Assami served as governor of Aragua between 2012 and 2017. In 2017, al-Assami was appointed as vice president of Venezuela. Soon thereafter, the United States Department of the Treasury designated al-Assami as a specially designated narcotics trafficker under the Foreign Narcotics Kingpin designation. El-Assami is currently a United States fugitive facing charges arising from his violations of United States sanctions triggered by his Department of Treasury designation. The Treasury Department designated El-Assami a specially designated trafficker under the we just read that. In 2020, Maduro and other regime members were charged with narco-tourism and other crimes in an alleged plot against America. A failed coup attempt in Venezuela was believed to have been aided by or organized with CIA support. The fuck? All right, we're almost done. Let's get it. Gotta go see you tomorrow, Shy, in the chat. Enjoy your day. Salutes, William Borden. I just got on, Shy. What's up with La Barbie Son? We never even got to it. I don't even know if we can get to it. If we get to it, we might have to watch our, because I got a premiere at 2:30. But it's been a shit show over here today, Kelly Price. Shit been wild. Zimpos, how are you? Enjoying the content? Salutes to JP, salutes to Zimpos. I wonder if any Venezuelan females were on that flight or any future flights. I didn't see no females. The Venezuelan females fire. Show me one. Mike Lopez, want to go and find out? Salutes. That Oakland League shout out was love. Twin, real shit there, for real. Salutes to Upper Echelon. See, Upper Echelon, when you come in here, you just a commenter. I come at your fucking dome, right? But, you know, when you're a guest, you're a guest. But salutes to Upper Echelon for the shout out on Oakland Leagues. I appreciate it. All right, and some people showed up over there. My neighbor got himself a Venezuelan hardworking baddie. See, let me ask you something, Fernando. You ready? Is that the neighbor that ain't known shit about politics for the last 40 years? Let me know. I thought 14-year-olds were called kids in America. Sometimes they even call 18-year-old kids until you get convicted of a crime. I don't know, man. They calling them what they want to call them right now. Robert said, F the necessities. Think about how different it was in 1798. They were rounding people up on horses. Yeah, that was when you worried about somebody. You was looking at the hill. Because you can't see the other side of the hill and you was worried about the motherfucker coming over that side of the hill. I got a song about it. You know what I mean? About that was your worry. You worried about somebody coming over that side of the hill. That's what they were worried about in 1798. Right? But these guys the Doge went in there, found that law and said, let's use it. And that's cool. I'm cool with it. Take the grapists. Take the chomos. Take the PDF files. All of them, including the ones in government. Send them all to that prison. Shit. You can send them to Mencho's crematoriums for all I give a fuck. Right? Bullet points, trigger words, and bullet points. That's it. Now they're on planes instead of horseback. Now they claim men's brains are not fully developed till they're 25. No, mom.
No mommy's wake.
I say Karate J should get his wrench rescinded. Nah, he got his wrench. He be here enough to keep his wrench. He be in the chat enough. We honor his. We let him have his opinion. You know, he be in the chat enough to keep his wrench. Let's see. In 2020, Maduro and other regime members were charged with plot against America, aided by or organized with CIA support. A failed coup attempt. Right. So they say, stop. Amy, putana Amy. She was in here talking about don't support wars. Meanwhile, CIA support, right? Like I said about the Contras, CIA support swaying wars in other places to work to our benefit. Miss me with your bullshit. He don't want to support that side of the war. He don't want to support that person. He's supporting war. So are you. So are you. Like El Asami Maduro, who claims to act as Venezuela's president and asserts control over the security forces and other authorities of Venezuela, also maintains close ties to regime-sponsored narco-terrorists. Maduro leads the regime-sponsored enterprise Cartel de los Soles, which coordinates with and relies on TDA and other organizations to carry out its objective of using illegal narcotics as a weapon to flood the United States. In 2020, Maduro and other regime members were charged with narco-terrorism, tourism, and other crimes in connection with plots against America. Over the years, Venezuelan national and local authorities have ceded ever greater control over their territories to transnational criminal organizations, including Tren de Aragua. The result is a hybrid criminal state that is perpetrating an invasion of and predatory incursion into the United States, and which poses a substantial danger to the United States. Indeed, in December 2024, Interpol, Washington confirmed, Tren de Aragua has emerged as a significant threat to the United States as it infiltrates migration flows from Venezuela. Evidence irrefutably demonstrates that TDA has invaded the United States and continues to invade, attempt to invade, and threaten to invade the country, perpetrated irregular warfare within the country, and used drug trafficking as a weapon against our citizens. Where? I'm starting to feel like Michael Scott. Where did all that happen? I thought y'all was saying Mexico was the big deal with the rugs and all that. Hell yeah, get him out of here. Yeah, that's him, Shy. He's equal opportunity. I like that fucking guy, Fernando. Salutes. Give that guy a salute from me when you see him. Will Trump send his friend Diddy to El Salvador? Ye and Diddy supposedly had a conversation the other day. No diggity. I don't know. Salutes to Cartier. See, you couldn't even salute your boy right. No Diddy. Y'all are wildin'. Hit the like button if you have yet to do so. Alright? We're almost done. We're going to move on to the La Barbie stuff, and then I'm going to try to make my premiere. I need y'all to go check out my premiere. Over the years, we just did this. Wait, is it? Yeah. We just did this. Based upon a review of TDA's activities and in consultation with the Attorney General and Secretary of the Treasury. Boom. Alien Enemies Act of 1798. With invoking the act, Trump stated, I find and declare that TDA is perpetrating, attempting, and threatening an invasion or predatory incursion against the territory of the United States. TDA is undertaking hostile actions and conducting irregular warfare against the territory of the United States, both directly and at the direction, clandestine or otherwise, could be otherwise too, of the Maduro regime in Venezuela. I direct that all alien enemies, and that's what they are, aliens, they come from not here, described in Section 1 of this proclamation are subject to immediate apprehension, detention, removal. Take them away, get them out of here, put them in the bathroom. Further than they shall not be permitted residence in the United States. Pursuant to the Alien Enemies Act, the Attorney General and the Secretary of Homeland Security, our Homeland Security, shall consist with applicable law, apprehend, restrain, secure, and remove every alien enemy described in Section 1 of this proclamation. We might just put it in Section 2, just for the hell of it. The Secretary of Homeland Security retains discretion to apprehend and remove any alien enemy under any separate authority. All executive departments and agencies shall collaborate with law enforcement officials of the United States and with appropriate state, local, and tribal officials to use all lawful means to apprehend, restrain, secure, and remove alien enemies described in Section 1 of this proclamation. No alien enemy described in Section 1 of this proclamation shall enter, attempt to enter, or be found within any territory subject to the jurisdiction of the United States. Any such alien enemy who enters, attempts to enter, or is found within such territory shall be immediately apprehended, detained until removed from the United States. Gotta move them. All such alien enemies, wherever found with any territory subject to the jurisdiction of the United States, are subject to summary apprehension. Alien enemies apprehended pursuant to this proclamation shall be subject to detention until removed from the United States in such place of detention as may be directed by the officers responsible for the execution of these regulations. Alien enemies shall be subject to removal to any such location as may be directed by the officers responsible for the execution of these regulations consistent with applicable law. All property is in the possession of traceable to an alien enemy, which is used, intended to be used, or is commonly used to perpetrate the hostile activity and irregular warfare of TDA, along with evidence of such hostile activity and irregular warfare, shall be subject to seizure and forfeiture. The forfeitures are going to be huge. They're going to be huge. Hell yeah. Just don't like and then intentionally Indian give. That's dirty. Ain't that dirty, Robert? Motherfucker like, but you know, it could be anybody. It could be somebody we love the most in here. That's the nature of the internet. It's crazy how the movie Idiocracy was written as a comedy and is now a documentary. Facts. I have to watch it again. It's been a lot of years. Now, Diddy would go to Guantanamo Bay. Remember, U.S. citizens are headed to Guantanamo if all goes planned. Hitting us with the trompito voice. It's going to be huge. It's huge. Idiocracy movie, definitely a doc now. It may be worse now than the movie Straight Up. Shout out to him. Shout out to him. It came in like a wrecking ball. I swear to you, I'm going to put that drop on here. We need it. We got to have that drop. We got to have it. We got to have that drop. It's going to happen, all right? So there it is, man. Let's watch the video now quickly. I'm trying to figure out how do I do this. Because I don't want to get off, but we got a premiere in 30 minutes. Maybe I should delay my premiere. Maybe I'll do that. Let's do that. All right, I'm going to pull out the chips. I'm going to delay the premiere, and I'm going to get to what I wanted to get to. Here, let's delay it by a half an hour. All right, salutes to y'all for hanging out with me. Salutes to those that are still here. I'm going to push it back a half an hour. Boom, did that. Listen, since I just did a nice thing for y'all, y'all go over here, hit that notify me, or hit the like button, or hit something over there, because that's where we're going to be next. Kelly Price, take it easy, all right? If we don't get to it today, we'll get to it tomorrow, but I just gave you another half hour. We're going to get to the La Barbie talk, all right? They're eating our dogs and cats. Nobody, I had a bad joke. Let me keep it to myself. So let's get it. All right, hit the like button if you have yet to do so. All right, and throw this Donald back on screen to give props where the props is due. Boom, let's get it. All right, I pushed it back. Boom, we got another hour. Let's get it. Just shout out Kelly Price. Just gave a like, my G. I appreciate you. Thank you. All right, we here. I'm all up in y'all bubble.
I'm in your bubble.
Right, Manchito's life sentence video demonetized. Got to take it down and figure out why. That's the type of shit I got to go through, y'all. But first, I want to do this. I'm going to get to this video because this is part of the topic we're talking about now that we've been talking about, and I want to hear this. Upper Echelon, if you're still out there, I want you to hear this shit too. I don't know if I heard the whole thing. The Barbie sat on info for too long, and it was outdated when he was captured. He told, got 40 for his help. Traded. Played yourself. Congratulations. Lo cagaste.
Yo vivo tranquila con los penetration. Cállate, hijo puta.
Let's just call Guantanamo U.S. territory. The U.S. has a perpetual lease on the territory and has exclusive control over it. That is the USA. But do they have to follow USA rules? I already hit the notification button. Salute Shannon. Yeah, I'm dropping that shit again. Y'all go over here, hit that notification, hit the like on that motherfucker, drop a comment now, whatever. I pushed it back so we could keep going. I'm about to bust out the Pringles. Let's call, boom, we did that. Let's get it.
More than 200 Venezuelan migrants suspected of being gang members have been deported from the US to a supermax prison in El Salvador. A US federal judge has now ruled that similar deportations under the Alien Enemies Act, which dates back to the 18th century, should be blocked. But according to the White House, the removal from the US had already taken place before that ruling. US Secretary of State Marco Rubio spoke about the move on Sunday in an interview with our US news partner CBS.
We want to get rid of Tren de Aragua gang members. They're terrorists too.
Why he sound like a fucking Porksican? You know, that's what we call Puerto Rican Mexican. A Porksican. Why he sound like a Porksican in Humboldt Park and shit in Chicago, huh? Se te salió, Rubio. It popped out of you. It popped out of you.
CBS.
We want to get rid of Tren de Aragua gang members.
We want to get rid of Tren de Aragua. Shut your bitch ass up. Get rid of him. Cool, I'm with that. Who going with him, though? The real trip is Trump's daughter-in-law dated a New York Latin king before marrying Trump's son. Made me want to power chat that Trump song since you provoked me. I mean, hold on. Let me get through this. I like the Flores twins way better than Barbie. They're actual smooth hustlers. La Barbie, evil unaliver. Do boy. He will unalive you, though. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. People think that because you could take a life, you special. Fuck out of here. You know? No, you just a sucker that took a life. You know what I mean? It don't make you special. Evil is evil. Your intent is your intent. Intent is everything. Right? And he just wants to get Tren de Aragua out of here.
US Secretary
Hey
of State
man, this does look like some documentary ass footage though, right?
Alien Enemies Act, which dates back to the 80s.
Well, who knows? Maybe they're documenting it. But this looks like a different plane. I don't think this is documentary footage. We're gonna see.
Century should be blocked. But according to the White House, the removal from the US had already taken place before that ruling. US Secretary of State Marco Rubio.
Yeah, there you go, Fernando. Yeah, no, they let it be a gray area so they can do what they do. There it is. That's it. That's it. So American. That's almost America. Almost America.
Spoke about the move on Sunday in an interview with our US news partner CBS.
Shout out Dougie Fresh. Stop by to hit the joint. Salute. Smoke them if you got them.
We want to get rid of Tren de Aragua gang members. They're terrorists too. The president designated them, asked me to designate, and I did, as a terrorist organization. We want to get rid of them as well. We don't want terrorists in America. I don't know how hard that is to understand. We don't want people in our country that are going to be committing crimes and undermining our national security or the public safety. It's that simple.
Marco Rubio there. Let's speak now to Jorge Perez from BBC Mundo. Good to see you. What do we know about who these migrants or gang
I knew a Jorge that looked just like dude. It ain't him, but I know a dude looked just like
members, depending on who you're talking to. Who they actually are, Jorge?
Well, these are migrants that has been accused by the authorities in the United States of allegedly being members of the Tren de Aragua. It's a Venezuelan gang organization that was formed in an iconic prison in Venezuela. Then this band started to spread across the region following many of the flows of Venezuelan migrants. Venezuelan migrants are actually the main target of this organization. Some of them reached the United States and managed to get into the country. And now the U.S. government is not only considering this organization a terrorist organization, but it's also targeting some of its members, deporting them to El Salvador after an agreement they reached with that government. But the questions for some human rights groups is whether the due process was correctly made during this deportation process.
Jorge, why is El Salvador taking them?
Well, El Salvador is the government of President Bukele, Nayib Bukele, has been launching a campaign of targeting criminals, gang criminals within El Salvador. Then they built this prison known as Secot. In English, that would mean something like terrorist confinement center. And they have been targeting and arresting and getting into prison some gang members from El Salvador. After this, they reached an agreement with the United States to jail some gang or suspicious gang members arrested in the United States and then deported to El Salvador. The U.S. and El Salvador
reached this agreement
during a visit of the states.
With some members or suspicious of being members, like, we're wishy-washy with the wording. Okay. I see what you people are willing to allow.
Secretary Marco Rubio in which he met Nayib Bukele, the president of El Salvador, and they agreed to do this. El Salvador is expecting to receive from the U.S. government around $6 million a year in order for them to keep these suspected, these alleged criminals within this prison. But this has raised a lot of concern among human rights groups because, again, some doubt of the due process that was carried out during this
doubt of the due process. What due process?
Deportation process to El Salvador.
As we've been speaking to you as well, we have seen some pictures that were released by El Salvador of this.
Why the Rubio hate? I don't like none of them, bro. The ones that listen, just everybody, just take this. Your favorite politician, I think he's a cuck. Just get it out now, so that y'all stop asking me why I'm hating on this one or that one. They're all horseshit. They're all horseshit.
Supermax prison, where conditions are extraordinary. Can you just explain what function it serves, how many people are there, and what the reports are of life inside the Supermax prison?
There's a lot of hermetism regarding this prison and a lot of concern.
Now, maybe Upper Echelon was being sarcastic, but I'm pretty sure there's no sewing program there. All right. Now, the fact he threw me off. See, what threw me off was the fact that he spelled it showing, and he said but then he came back and said, "No, I read articles. They got programs there. They barely got beds, motherfucker. They barely got space. I ain't seen a toilet." All right, it's like one toilet for like 40 inmates right there.
Concern from human groups around the world about what is El Salvador.
Right, they got Crocs. That I know. They got Crocs.
Really doing with this prison. They have, even the Salvadoran government has recognized that some of the people that they have arrested and put into this prison, some of them were innocent, but then they were released according to.
What? Some of them were some of the people put in this prison were innocent, but then they were released. What?
The Salvadoran government has recognized that some of the people that they have arrested and put into this prison, some of them were innocent, but then they were released according to El Salvador government. This prison is a way in which the Salvadoran government has managed to control violence within this country. For some people within El Salvador, it has been a successful strategy since the...
Listen, I want it. Y'all know me, right? I don't want people oppressing the poor, the innocent, the everyday man, right? If you in the game, go and destroy each other. Right? But once you start oppressing, so those are the criminals that need to be taken out. So I have no problem with a prison like this. I have no problem with them, whatever. They have no, if they're a menace to society and they have no decorum and you know, the people of the people are not safe with these monsters around, cool. Put crematorium or the box, whichever you think is right. You know what I'm saying? But when you start using it to shade and gray area this and this person and that person, I'm just gonna pay attention. Don't be mad at me because I'm paying attention, because I don't trust your government or his side of the aisle or his side of the aisle or the person you voted for, the person you voted for. Miss me with that shit. I'm paying attention. Just watching. I'm not fighting for one side or the other, but do I want PDF files, rapists, unalivers, and all of these motherfuckers in prison? Sure, why not? Also, conservatives pretend to hate dictators or fascists, but I guess only the one that disagree with them. El Salvador only allowed one term, and Bukaki had them rewrite the Constitution for a second term. It's all picking and choosing. It's all bullshit. That's why I don't understand the alliances and the ignorance. You know? And they're yelling at me about it when it's just trigger words and bullet points. They're all actors, all of them. They're all actors, all of them. Both fuck Rubio. They're all actors, all of them. Both sides. It's political theater. Period. While they're up there doing what they want to do. Hey, I'm gonna send y'all $6 million. I need this publicity for this, that. Everybody. You know? Shout out 298. But I'm just telling y'all. That's why the Rubio. Fuck Rubio. Fuck Rubia. Fuck the Santi, Dos Santos, La Madre que le parió, all of them. Fuck them all. None of them are here for you. Believe that. Whether you voted for them or you didn't, they're not here for you. And I get it, you have to all day long, but I made the right decision. You deal with that in the mirror. Don't come yelling at me about it. Guess who won the second term? I wonder. Like, yeah, you innocent, but now you're a stranger and homeless in El Salvador. Popped. Man, why the Rubio here? I used to be a big fan. Research how much that no spine bitches flop to stay in power. Shout out Pure Art on the check-in. They have no programs or anything in that jail for inmates. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck Jay's talking about, or upper echelon. I don't know what the fuck he talking about. A sewing. I don't want to. They do better sewing. Nah, I don't give a shit. I think he was trying to be funny, but the typo threw me off. If you oppress the innocent, you gotta go. Period. That's how I feel. And it should be the innocent to take those motherfuckers out. Huh? The story that I have premiering at 3 o'clock is about a 5-year-old young lady, a 5-year-old little girl, who was with her father in a gas station, unalived by his ops, right? And then the two ops that unalived him and unalived the little girl, they took off. And my thoughts were, whoever's hiding them, you're a bitch. Whoever knows where they're at and is in the street and considers themselves something, you's a hoe. Because if you weren't, you'd destroy those motherfuckers for doing what they did to that baby. Whether it was an accident or not, don't care. The street should eat them. Right? The street should eat them. So, if you oppress the innocent should be able to destroy you. I wonder if upper echelon willing to go use his Fed's power to go teach them niggas how to dance salsa. Damn. Shy, the craziest thing is MS and 18th Street are the worst of enemies. Now they live in the same cell. Listen, man. Gangs, this is just the truth. Gangs are the White Sox and the Chicago Cubs, bro. Your favorite team or your favorite team. If you switch uniforms, they're the same motherfucker. Right? You never know your ally until your ally is the only motherfucker left. And you fighting a common enemy. Ain't Reagan say that? So, it is what it is. Political theater, facts. Marco Rubio for president. You can't even spell your fucking president's name right. I wonder how Amy feels about this. Let's ask her. Is she in the bathroom? How does she feel about it? She said, precious. Her mom said she was sad and made it rain. Poor baby. Alright. Boom.
Criminality and the activity of gang members have actually reduced, and it's one of the main flagships of the Salvadoran government of Nayib Bukele. But on the other hand, there are questions, a lot of questions from human rights groups, whether how's the treatment from the authorities to these people. It is said, for example, that they have to spend 23 hours and 30 minutes a day within a cell.
Oh, no. Bad branding right there. Jordan.
Have to spend 23 hours.
That's Ganga shit right there?
Hours and 30 minutes a day.
Boom. Jordan. 26 of Kings get along county at times. Well, put it this way. All of their chiefs and shit do business together. Don't get that fucked up. If you think that the top levels of every gang ain't selling dope with another, nah, you fooling yourself. What's next? They're gonna make to make Jordans at the prison in El Salvador. Well, I mean, is that gonna bring the price back down to 90s prices? I'll take it. All right, let's get that kind of exploitation, the kind that benefits me, right? This is America, ain't it? Ain't that how I'm supposed to be? Fuck.
Within a cell, with a lot of other people in the same cell. They only have, for example, 30 minutes a day for other activities out of their cells, and it's the way the government has responded to the violence in the country, but it now seems to be something that has attracted the attention of the U.S. government, trying to find an ally in this region in Latin America, where they can actually deport some of the people they are accusing of being criminals or gang members.
And Jorge, what about the role of Venezuela in this? And this massive gang that's obviously spread from outside Venezuela, if it's found so many of its people now.
She said Venezuela. The fuck is Venezuela, lady? We know you got an accent, but you ain't got no R's. I don't know what the fuck you doing.
In the US, what do we know about the gang? It's found so many of its people in the gang that's obviously. And Jorge, what about the role of Venezuela in this? And this massive gang that's obviously spread from outside Venezuela, if it's found so many of its people now in the US. What do we know about the gang?
The gang is known as Tren de Aragua. Tren de Aragua in English means train of Aragua, and it took the name from a union in the countryside in Venezuela that was building a railroad in the country in the past years. And then they started to function within a prison in Venezuela. These were people that were convicted, were sent to a prison years ago, and then they started to form a gang from that prison. From that prison, they started to operate first, targeting people that was within the prison. So they were basically a gang that was extorting or asking for money within the prison. But then they started to expand their operations to the towns around this prison, and they managed to expand those operations throughout Venezuela. What happened after is that after 2013, Venezuela went through a horrible economic and social crisis, which made millions of Venezuelans to leave the country. There are right now about 8 million Venezuelans living abroad. This gang started to follow the route and the path, the flows of these Venezuelan migrants, and they were targeting the migrants. Then they started to become a sort of multinational, international gang organization operating in countries like Colombia, Chile, Peru. And after all, they even managed to cross to the United States. According to the U.S. authorities, they have got some of the members of these gangs over there.
Oh, great to talk to you. Thanks so much for joining us.
All right. Venezuela. Hit the like button if you have yet to do so, y'all. Salute. I bet my life this English lady supports dudes playing women's sports. Salute. Let's see. Venezuela, she's a sailor. Crocs first appeared in Idiocracy because they were so cheap and ugly. They created, the creator said, no way these ugly motherfuckers will become popular. Sure enough, they were popular before the movie released. Crazy. All right. I want to see if the video of the... I want to see the video of them getting off the plane. Okay, this is the video of them getting off the plane from the New York Post. Yeah, let's take the New York Post. Right, they spend a lot of money for these little parades, huh? Ah, that's the other plane. Okay, it could be new footage. It could be not documentary footage. There's two different planes. You're right. Baphomet in El Salvador. No, they got released. Not over here. I mean, they get to go back tomorrow. Some of them gone. Yeah, so that's not documentary footage that we just looked at on that article. That was real deal shit. Because that's the guy that got to take a shit right there. Clean ass drone footage. Man, why all this police presence and this pomp and circumstance and the flash bulbs and the bullshit? It's all for news, man. This is all chess. It's all fucking public relations and lack thereof. was a lot. It's a lot of inmates. 227 or whatever it was. But y'all needed 6,000 people to be there for it? Miss me. It's definitely new footage. How come those countries in South America where TDA migrated and now set operations don't label TDA terrorists? I don't hear nothing about them other than here. But again, I ain't looking for it. I come out, I listen and watch this shit with y'all. I ain't looking for it on my own. I'm not sitting at home watching every Trump move like some of these people. Metro must be afraid. I don't know. Them dudes been going at it out there. There's some stuff in the Discord I gotta check out. Might lead to future episodes about what's happening out there. Snakes on a plane. It's Con Air, bro. That's the Plane de Aragua.
Salsa de liceo, sorto manga.
All right, cool. This deters things. Violent gangs cease to exist. Who we putting in those prisons next? Huh? Who's got next? JP, what are you doing? Why did you just clap Pure Art? Bring him back. All right, there you have it. Get your ass in your bunk. They had a shitter in there, I didn't see it. That's just slabs, boy. Lay your ass on a slab.
The airlink.
Con Air, facts. All right. Got 30 minutes. Let me see something. See if I can. I don't want to do the story of disservice, Kelly Price. So I want to make sure that I can get through it today. And it seems like an extremely long story, so I think it's going to have to wait till tomorrow. Unfortunately. The whole story about the first part. It's the first part, so we might have to get to it tomorrow. All right? Maybe we do a body cam real quick before we get out of here. He'll be back. All right? Wasn't a long time. It was a good time. Pure Art, make sure you check in with us when you come back from the...
Put him in a fucking bench.
JP Wildin', JP, you are wildin'. What you gonna do if I give, Pure Art one of them tools, huh? He can't come with you, but, he's exempt. Also said JP Wildin', bro. He wildin'.
I'm in your bubble. I'm in your bubble.
Pure Art thought that shit was funny. JP came in on... Oh, shit. That's funny. All right. But yeah, so this might have to wait because this is mighty long. And let me see something. And I need to translate this shit to English. Let me see. How can I just do that? Let me see. Get this shit in English, son. Y'all ain't got no Google Translate on this bitch? Nah, I don't want no fucking Google Earth. Alright. So yeah, we might have to this might have to wait till tomorrow. Again, it was Amy's fault. It was everybody who didn't understand that I triggered them with words and they had bullet points and that's all they had. Also, I wasn't feeling that Thug Mansion comment. Thug Mansion isn't this, but I didn't even get the what was the comment? I get it. He said Thug Mansion was. I seen a helicopter at a prison. Thug Mansion isn't this. I don't see your rage. Snakes on the plane. And Mansion must be. I don't see your rage, JP. He just maybe just the words Thug Mansion. Maybe he said trigger words and you had bullet points and they was like.
Put him in a fucking bench, man.
Yeah, so boom, we gonna have to do that tomorrow because I'm gonna have to Google Translate that, and we lost too much time today. And I got a premiere in a half hour. All right, I got a premiere in a half hour, so I'm gonna take this out the title. My apologies to Kelly Price. I know some of y'all came for that, but sometimes the show don't work like that. That's what happens when it's a live show. If you guys want things to be perfect and without change, Shai said this, didn't do that. Shai pretty much holds on to what the fuck he does and stands on his shit. I'm pretty good at this shit. So, Shai quit hurting people's feelings and making them think. When did I do that? I made somebody think they needed a exchange? When did I do that? It was as the video was playing. Okay. I don't know, man. It's just, you felt like clapping them. It is what it is. Damage that bathroom is a pack like a can of sardines. They'll be out tomorrow. You should see what the Eternal bathroom look like over there. The ones that are banned from the channel for good. Shut up your art for being a good sport. Alright? Motherfuckers is out there mad. They left. You're not going to talk about Barbie. Barbie's son. No, I'm not. It was a live show. It went left. I gave extra time. We're gonna keep it moving. I don't have time to dig into that the way I want to dig into that. So pause. So relax. We'll be back tomorrow at noon. I might start taking the Monday streams off. I think Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday for now was the test. Friday night. Alright, we'll be doing a 10,000 sub party pretty soon. Maybe something like my birthday party. I'll put out the link to the homies. And they can jump on. And do all these guys have 34 plus felonies? Is that a rule? Is that one of the made up rules? Fortunately, Higa, I'm a Higa wildin' with a wrench. I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. Boom. All right, let me see what I got over here that we can do before we get out of here. Yeah, put them all in jail. Just wait, who's gonna go in there next? We've heard of concentration camps before. Boom, we saw an 11-year-old. JP is hella cancel culture. Let's say goodbye to La Barbie. It wasn't him. It's an article about that his son, an interview his son did. But I want to give it the time that I should give it, and we don't have the time for that today. I've done pretty good. Got 2.5 hours of ranting and raving. Motherfuckers don't know how to act. Want to come in here and change the subject. People are not smart anymore. Officer caught in real life horror movie. Let's do it.
Architecture and interior design?
It's a hard job for the ones that actually do it. Shout out Mike Lopez. We said goodbye to the Barbie a minute ago. When he was thirsty, remember? Tengo sed. I'm saying because Trump has 30. Oh, shit. My bad. See, that's how much I forget about the 34 felonies. They better have more than 34 felonies if they're going to be in that prison. Now he on your ass, JP, and you earned it.
This officer was by himself on a routine welfare check. What he didn't know is that he might be talking to a killer. Just past midnight on November 14th, 2022, a Milwaukee police officer responded to a welfare check in a residential neighborhood. The caller was concerned for their 75-year-old neighbor, who lived with 31-year-old Israel Webb II, a man who shared no familial ties. Officers were likely unaware of Israel's criminal history and 75-year-old.
The caller was concerned for the 75-year-old neighbor who lived with 31-year-old Israel Webb II, a man who shared no family ties. A I'm out on bail, no criminal record. Salute, Eileen. I appreciate you sharing with us. All right, salute to you. Stay out of jail. No worries. All right, but we're not gonna send you to a Venezuelan prison. I mean, El Salvadorian prison. All right. What's he battling? He has both houses. Wait, are you behind? What are we talking about? Hit the like button if you have yet to do so, y'all. We're here for another couple of minutes, then we're going to get the fuck out of here.
Neighbor who lived with 31-year-old Israel Webb II, a man who shared no familial ties. Officers were likely unaware of Israel's criminal history, which included armed robbery, carrying a concealed weapon, theft, and multiple disorderly conduct.
Nah, you good. You good. We not... Stay trying. Stay out of fucking jail. Fuck jail.
Rise. Officers were likely unaware of Israel's criminal history, which included armed robbery, carrying a concealed weapon, theft, and multiple disorderly conduct charges. According to a community briefing, upon arrival, Israel spoke through a window and agreed to let an officer inside.
No words spoken? He just let him in?
After you? No. You said you gotta make sure you got an animal or something? Yeah. Go ahead.
Here, Israel picks up a steel brake rotor on his way into the residence.
What, this one? Yeah. Okay. What's that for?
Oh, no, it's to block the door and it swings open.
Gotcha.
According to the community briefing, this is the only entrance and exit in the home. The rotor likely weighs around 20 pounds, more than enough to prevent anybody from quickly leaving or entering the room.
You want to just knock on the door for me?
First of all, he wilding the fuck out. Don't pick up no rotor while I'm over here doing a welfare check in a creepy ass house, bro. Not happening. Shout out Eileen. Thank you. Appreciate the feedback. Salutes to you. Robert said, Vanessa, don't take the first deal and don't fuck up probation if you get it. They don't play.
Dorothy. Where's her bed at?
Yeah.
He trying to send his ass in there. Go on, it's in there. She's in there, bro. Go, keep going. Keep it moving.
After you. You got any lights here?
Yeah.
You got the lights on?
I guess you can pay the bill.
Oh. Hey, where's you going there from?
Yeah, no.
What do you mean?
She's right here.
Oh. She's right here?
Yeah.
Dorothy?
He didn't get him to go in the room. That was strange. He didn't get him to go in the room. And then he's like, she came out. She's right here. What? He tell him, go in there.
Dorothy. Where's her bed at?
Yeah.
Hey, Eileen, Vanessa, you know how you stay out of trouble? You just stay tuned with us, man, and no trouble will find you, man. Just listen to us, spend your time with us. You'll be good, man. We on the internet. Ain't shit popping. Salutes.
After you. You got any lights here?
Yeah.
He said after you, but dude didn't go in there.
Lights on?
I guess you can pay the bill.
Oh. Hey, where's you going there from?
Yeah, no.
What do you mean?
She's right here.
Oh. She's right here?
Yeah.
Dorothy? Is she sleeping?
Yes.
Okay. How long has she been sleeping for?
Like since 6.
What's the bag for?
Where's the bed?
She wets the bed? Why you gotta cover it like that?
Because of your rain, we'll open the window and stuff.
Okay, you pull the cover back for me.
Dorothy?
Why is she covered up like that? Her face.
She's sleeping.
Alright, just step back for me.
Officer, your situational awareness is shit. Step away from me. Listen here, Papas. My back would have been to that door right there. He wouldn't have been on that side where that heavy-ass piece of rotor is. I would have already seen his movements and how he already leaned back. If you watch him, he leaned back right here. He leaned back like he was going to grab it. Right here, watch. He said she's right there. He take a step forward. Look, he's leaning back to like grab that shit. Then he came forward. No.
Like since 6.
How long she been sleeping for?
Like since 6.
What's the bag for?
She wets the bed.
I'd have been between him and that door. He'd have been on the other side of me. But there's no way out. 24/7 checks. I agree with Robert. Don't mess up. You'll be okay. Do as I say, not as I do. I agree. I should have stayed home that day. I've been home minding my business and love it. Stay your ass home. Me gusta la mala vida. I used to be like that too. All right? Stay your ass at the crib. I got to get the drops. I want to stay home, do hood rat stuff with my friends. That's it. We hanging out. Outside, motherfuckers want to put me in jail and we chilling.
She wets the bed. You got her covered for me? Why is she covered up like that? Her face.
She's sleeping.
Alright, just step back for me. Is it Dorothy? Miss Dorothy?
Dorothy.
Why don't you got flowers and stuff around her like that? Okay, step back. Step back.
She's dead, sir.
What do you mean she's dead?
She's dead. I was going to call her relatives in the morning.
Okay. Put your hands up.
The phone's in the room.
Put your hands up.
Alright.
Turn around. Put your hands behind your back. 5446. Y'all give another squad to my location.
Officer, you all of that shit?
Supervisor. Put your hands behind your back. You don't got any weapons or anything like that?
Yeah, I got a big ass brake rotor right there. You ain't got no weapons? You stupid motherfucker. Shout out Velez. What up, Shy? Salutes to you. Thought today was Monday? Nah, man. Sorry. I had to take Monday off. I had some more editing and tweaking to do. Tinkering. Dude's tweaking, literally. Yeah, different kind of tweaking. But yeah, I think Mondays might be. I'm going to need an extra day. There's just too much editing with all the lives we do during the week. Especially with all the arguing and shit that goes on here. You missed a shit show earlier, Velez. Salutes.
Turn around. Don't even look at me. Hands behind your back. You're looking at me. Don't do that. Why you look? No, you're not going to get shot, but you looking at me like that is kind of making me nervous. Stop looking at me.
I see what you did there, motherfuckers. He gonna make his move.
Stop looking at me. Don't do that. I'm telling you. Stop looking at me.
Very indecisive criminal, this guy. You know what I mean? Am I gonna show him to her? Am I not gonna show her to him? Am I gonna reach for this thing? Am I not gonna reach for this thing? Am I gonna buck? Am I gonna not buck? Hit the like button if you have yet to do so.
You're gonna get tased. You hear me?
Okay.
Just letting you know. Don't do that. Alright? I got a taser right now.
Okay.
Just letting you know.
Okay.
Alright?
Please.
Alright?
In the face.
No.
Please in the face.
No.
Her relatives. Call her relatives. Call her relatives, please. Tap.
He wants him to call her relatives so they smoke him. He wants him to smoke him. He know he done fucked up.
Now you see now, you done fucked up, you know that, don't you?
Don't. Make that another squad 1017, please.
Please.
4572, but you also responded. 1017, 5372.
No.
Come work.
Don't move. Just don't move. Put your hands up. Cause you're doing.
Wait, he still ain't cuff him? Hold on. You just walked. You just let him go. Shit. You just let him walk away from you? Like.
Stop looking at me. You're gonna get tased. You hear me?
Okay.
Just letting you know. Don't do that. All right.
I feel like this officer made all the baddest mistakes. If you're gonna get down, because you might as well grab him and try to put the cuffs on him. Because letting him walk away like that, you letting dude get weapons and all kind of shit. Cops scared, definitely.
I got a taser right now.
And don't get it twisted. He has a right to be scared, pero coño, man, don't be scared enough to put you in a position where you might not make it out that motherfucker.
Just letting you know.
Okay.
All right.
Please.
All right.
You in the face.
No.
Please in your face.
No.
Her relatives. Call her relatives. Call her relatives, please. Sad tactic.
Don't.
Please.
Make that other squad 1017, please.
Please.
12-5-7, Super Shot, so responded. 1017, 5-7-2.
No.
Come work.
Don't move. Just don't move. Put your hands up.
60.
Cause you're doing too much moving and you're making me nervous.
Concourse 60, Seagull for that.
No. Just don't move.
Seagull. Temple. Report, show skull. 3-4, Seagull for that.
On the ground.
Seagull 63 from.
What?
Temple.
Well, I was gonna say you gonna
On your stomach? No,
on your stomach. You wanna put him right up on the fucking weapon.
Your stomach.
Please.
Sir, on your stomach. Okay. You're doing too much.
Okay, don't take it.
No, you're gonna get to it.
Okay, I'm down.
Put your hands behind your back. Now. Hands behind your back. Behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
Big guy right there. Pipes. Pipes hanging out the bag.
Put your other hand behind your back.
Hold on, let's see what they circle right there. Metal pole.
Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. Put your other hand behind your back.
What was the address again?
Your other hand behind your
Man,
back.
you should already got him right there, man.
Stop resisting. I'm not resisting.
You rip that fucking arm off, he ain't gonna move no more.
Yep, put it behind your back. Don't move.
Bro, how does this cop lose this position, man? Somebody need to get his jujitsus right. What? He's looking at his weapon again. No, he got more shit stashed today. He got the 2 poles right here. He got the rotor there. But at this point, when you're in this position, how do you give that up? You know what I mean? How you give that up?
What's gonna do?
Oh, shit, I missed it.
What's gonna do? Stop resisting. Stop.
Did he just say, did you call me a bitch? What did he say? I didn't hear him. Hold on. We need English, motherfucker.
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
What the fuck?
Yep, put it behind your back. Don't move. What's gonna do? Stop resisting. Stop.
According to a community briefing, the officer attempted to handcuff Israel but secured only one wrist before a struggle began. At this time, the officer pressed the emergency button on his radio, signaling for immediate backup. During the altercation, Israel allegedly used this 2.5-foot metal pole and attempted to grab the officer's firearm.
Stop. Give me another squad here now. Sir!
Right in the face.
Stop!
Right in the face.
You will be shot! Stop!
Right in the face. Please, right in the face.
Stop!
Okay.
Drop the pole!
Right in the face.
Drop the pole!
Please, right in the face.
Drop the pole!
Right in the face.
I'll give that officer his pride. He did everything and I smoked this motherfucker, because guess what? What? Me? I'm within my rights. I ain't do nothing to you. I was locking your ass up. It's a lady mummified over here. You going to jail, motherfucker. You start swinging poles at me with it, and it's rat-a-tat-tat-tat-tat.
Right in the... Drop the pole!
Right in the face.
Drop!
Do it and then drop. Come on, right in the face. Please, right in the face. Right
Drop
in
the
face.
pole!
Right in the face. Right in the face, come on.
Now I'm gonna have to shoot
right
you.
in the face. Come on. Do it, please. Come on, you don't know what I see. Do it.
Sir?
Do it.
Drop the
Do
pole.
it, you don't know what I see. Do it.
Sir?
Right in the fucking face,
Drop
man.
the pole.
Right in the face, come on. Come on.
Drop the
Come
pole.
on, right in the face, man, please.
Drop the...
Right in the face.
On the ground now.
Right in the face, come on.
On the ground.
Make it quick.
On the ground.
Please make it quick.
I tell you what, I don't know what this officer looks like, but Buddy got way more wind than him, way more breath, way more energy than him, boy. He on that that tweaking energy and shit.
Okay, don't tase me.
Don't tase me, bro. He's more fearful of the taser than the hammer.
Now!
Right in the face.
Drop it!
Right in the face.
Drop it!
Right in the face.
Drop it!
Right in the face, come on.
Drop it!
You gotta do it, man, right in the
Drop!
face. Right in the face.
Oh.
Wait now!
This cop's having an
Drop
asthma
the
attack?
weight.
Stop. Drop the weight. That's what you should have done, officer. Drop the fucking weight. Now he got to wait? You let him go from a pole to a weight? You waiting too long. You waiting for him to fuck you up.
Right in the face.
Drop the weight!
Right in the face.
Drop the weight!
Responding officers attempted a rear entry to the building, but ultimately had to kick down the door to assist.
Subject is at gunpoint. I'm in on squad.
Right in the face, come on.
They gonna smoke him.
Don't take me, man. Don't take me, man.
Drop the weight! He said...
He don't like that taser, boy. He want to get smoked. He don't like that taser, though.
Too much Mac clutter?
Yeah. Shots fired. They not gonna... So he waited till they got there to smoke him. I don't understand what just happened. The dude make the move. We didn't get to see shit anyway.
Don't take me, man.
Drop the weight! He said... Do it.
Get me! Get me! Full strap.
What you crying about? That's what you asked for. Now, did he lock that door? How was it so hard to kick that door? Didn't that door, he had something leaning up against it? It did seem like the door swung open. I know that's not why he put that rotor there. It was a weapon, but that shit looked kind of weird.
Give me your hand!
Check that room. I got it. Hold on.
Someone get medical now. Call for medical.
According to a community briefing, despite being tased, Israel threw the brake rotor at the officer, prompting the officer to fire his handgun. This photo shows the damage caused by the rotor, which was allegedly just
man, that shit was gonna get you.
Inches from hitting the officer.
Oh, that's what it was. Buddy heard them other cops and then threw the rotor and got aired out.
Allegedly continued to resist other officers, but was eventually taken into custody. Emergency medical services were immediately sent for Israel, and he survived the injuries.
Damn.
The 24-year-old officer was treated and released after minor injuries. The officer had 4 years of service at the time. A medical examiner was called to assess the 75-year-old woman, who had no signs of trauma. It was later determined she died from lung cancer, though the exact time of death remains unclear. An investigation was opened to determine if the use of force was justified after the officer-involved shooting incident took place. During this investigation, the officer was placed on administrative leave. On December 5, 2022, roughly 3 weeks after the shooting, the Milwaukee County District Attorney found the use of force was justified. The officer will face no charges regarding this incident. For this...
Shout out Lisa Young for the subscription.
Lisa Young just subscribed on YouTube.
Salutes, Lisa Young. We appreciate you.
incident, Israel was charged with 1 count of battery of a law enforcement officer, 1 count of resisting an officer, and 2 counts of bail jumping, which was linked to a $2,500 signature bond for prior disorderly conduct charges, according to news sources. In February 2023, the court determined he was incompetent to make decisions related to his case and assist with his defense. However, the court deemed he was a likely candidate to regain competency in his case. He was forced to participate in 62 days of competency restoration treatment, credited as jail time if sentenced.
So you could claim that you're a little wacky and you're incompetent, and then they'll send you to classes so that you could be competent again? Yo, we're just so fucked as a fucking society. 24, he breathing like granddaddy. He was 24, the cop? Sorry, my mind was wandering through the story. I should be talking, but stop resisting. The cop fighting for his life. That guy has a demon in him. Wants him out. Listen.
May 2 days of competency restoration treatment, credited as jail time if sentenced. In May 2023, he remained incompetent, leading to extended treatment. By late July 2023, the court declared him competent and set a $5,000 cash bond. In August 2023, he pled not guilty and posted the $5,000 cash bond in September after 10 months in custody. Though the case was prepared for trial, in February 2024, 15 months after the incident, the state dismissed all charges and refunded his bail. However, in March 2024, he was recharged for the same incident with 1 count of attempting to disarm a peace officer, 1 count of resisting or obstructing an officer, and 1 count of bail jumping. A $5,000 signature bond was set in April 2024, and in June, he pled not guilty once again. At the time of posting this video, the case remains pending. Additionally, Israel currently faces separate, unrelated charges for stalking and violating a restraining order in relation to domestic abuse, along with felony bail jumping.
Now, when police receive calls for a check on their well-being, it's often a very delicate situation. And though we do use compassion, we also have to respond with caution, because as usual, police enter these situations knowing very little. And I've responded to many welfare check calls, and most times the person was either asleep or not home. But on that rare occasion, unfortunately, the end result wasn't always a happy ending. So today we're in Milwaukee and we have a concerned neighbor calling 911 so police can do a welfare check to check on a 75-year-old woman who lives with a 31-year-old man who isn't a family member. Now, this is an immediate cause for concern for me, because when you have a random person living with someone who isn't related to them, it could be just me, but this is extremely suspect.
That's
because
gonna
many
be the
people
new
like
joke, bro. Send him to El Salvador. It's just gonna be what the fuck it is. Yo, here's my thing. Dude didn't catch no case for the lady. Dude was just gonna try to stay there and keep eating and keep getting paid or whatever he's doing and living on the property or whatever. That's why he said call her family. I was gonna call them in the morning because he know once he called them, he's the fuck out of there. He knows that. That P might be fired if he acting like that, bruh. He was wilding. It do feel like one of them days salutes. I got y'all weekend all fucked up.
to take advantage of the elderly. We do see it a lot. And then we learned that the male living with this woman has an extensive criminal history, which is never good. So my question is, how did this male even end up living here? But the male actually opened the door for the officer, and everything appeared okay for the moment, until the male picked up the 20-pound brake rotor and then placed it in front of the door, blocking the exit of the apartment. And his explanation was because the door swings open. And just as a side note, in the academy, officers are usually trained to never allow your exit to be...
And guess what? That officer should have stood on his authority and told him, no, let it swing open. Don't put that there. Put that back where you got it. That's what he should have done.
Obstructed, because you may have to make a quick exit. But at this point, as I'm watching this, the hairs on the back of my neck started to stand up, because the male first states that Dorothy is on the bed. But once the light came on, the male states that Dorothy was right next to the officer the entire time. But here's the thing, Dorothy isn't alive anymore. And the male apparently knew that during this entire interaction, because that's exactly what he whispered to this officer. Now, if you guys are paying attention, this guy gives away multiple signs that he wasn't going to go quiet. Now, the first one is he didn't turn all the way around when the officer gave him an order. And the second, he keeps watching the officer. And the last, he actually pulls away when the officer initially tries to cuff him. And these are all warning signs, and I cannot stress how dangerous this is, because the officer is in this apartment with the door closed with a mentally unstable male. And that quick, as the officer tries to cuff him, the officer's in a fight, because all we hear is the officer yelling to stop resisting, because the body cam is falling off, and this interaction just got more disturbing as it progressed. Now, this officer had to yell to stop to this male over 11 times and drop the weight numerous times, and then still had to fire his weapon. But thankfully, this officer was not hurt, and his backup showed up right on time. However, this male is extremely dangerous, and although the deceased had no trauma, in my opinion, he should not have been living there. But lastly, this is just another example of how a simple check on a well-being call can turn into a fight for survival. But this officer did great, and he didn't receive any charges for his actions. So it's definitely a win in my book. That's all I have, guys. Remember to be safe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.
All right, salutes. All right, y'all. We did that. Salutes. We've been here 2 hours and 55 minutes. All right, shout out to everybody that came through. My apologies for the use of language. All right, get as high as I can. Shout out Eddie Jimenez. I remember him being first. Shout out Eileen Vanessa. Salutes. Stay out of trouble. Stay at the crib. I got plenty of videos that you can watch. Just stay at the crib. Don't worry about it. A lot of people will benefit from. Sorry, I'm reading fucking comments again. Shout out JP. Salute Zoraida. Shannon was in here. Shout out Robert, Albert Flores, Fernando, 298 Sosa, Michael Scott, my brother Oso, Upper Echelon, Dercio, William Borden, Amy.
Adiós, pendejo.
Ed the Hip Hop Guru. Mike Lopez, I appreciate you. Aquiles, appreciate you. Zenpo, salutes. Thank you for the dono. Thank you, JP, for the power chat. Appreciate you. Let me see. Do this. And let me do this. Let's see. Shout out Kelly Price. 298. Mike Lopez. Fernando. All right. Salutes Eileen for the PayPal. Appreciate you. Gotta be a rookie cop. I don't know, man. He fucked up is what he did. Not hurt. Officer can't breathe oxygen. That shit hurts. Not hurt. Officer can't breathe oxygen. That shit hurts. What you mean? You lost me. I need a drink or a J. 2 of them. Shout out JP. Salute JP. We appreciate JP. We appreciate JP's positivity around here. And we send him our positivity back. A double. Over to the premiere, Shannon. Salutes. Appreciate you. Keep your heads up. Stay safe. Salutes. To all the mama bichos out there that want to argue with me about shit I'm not even talking about.
Your services are no longer needed in the community. All the bomber clot.
Oh. That one's for y'all. And boom. We're going to shoot over to the premiere. I'm going to drop it in here again. Meet me over there, man. I'm upset about that one, too. It's a story that got me mad. And I saw an update that we're going to talk about in the next live stream. We'll get to the Barbie stuff again tomorrow. We'll be back at noon. We're going to get out of here. No music, no nothing. We're just going to end the stream. Hundreds up in the chat for y'all. I hate Ukraine. So I don't give a shit either way, man. It's all a shit show. Salutes. And I will see you over on that side, all right? I'll be in the live chat with y'all. King J, whoever is with Amy, I'll have got to you too. All right? They try to bait you and say shit. Oh, you're homophobic now too? No, I'm pendejo-phobic. All right? I'm mamao-phobic. All right? All right, man. I appreciate y'all. Salutes to y'all. And I will see you over there in the other chat, man. Meet y'all there. Beat me there. Salutes. No music.